Hi, Merch Money. Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays. I'm so excited. This is going to be such a fun night. We reached out to everyone. Well, we couldn't reach out to everybody, but a lot of people. So it's going to be a fun night. Let me know if you can hear me okay. We're going to have people start jumping on at 8:05. So we're just going to give a couple minutes for everybody to log on. Unfortunately, Christina can't be with us tonight, but we just wanted to thank everyone for all of the thoughts and prayers and everything that you guys have been doing for Christina. As many of you know, she recently found out that she has breast cancer, and so she's been dealing with that, and she's been really appreciative of everyone's thoughts and everybody's nice messages and all of that. So thank you guys so much. And thank you guys so much for being in the group and being with us for another year. It has been quite the adventure this year. So, but I know some of you guys have had your best year yet. E-commerce has done so well this year, and so many of you guys got tiered up to 100K, or just got tiered up in general. So it's been a very, just a very eventful year. Lots of good, lots of bad. We got the whole spectrum this year. But anyway, let's shout out some of the people in the chat. We've got Dina. Dina, I got to meet when I went to the Merch UK conference. So she's up late tonight. We got Ecom Chicago in the house. We've got Jacob Topping. We got Joanne Wilson, Amber Timmerman. So thank you guys all so much. And we've got our first guest. So let me go ahead and put him on. 1 second. Dale.
Hey, what's happening? How you doing?
How are you?
Live and kicking. Merry Christmas, by the way.
Merry Christmas. Do you like my crazy, I did an ugly Christmas sweater. My first time ever making one myself.
Yeah, I wish I could top you on that, but I don't even own a sweater. I only own t-shirts.
Yeah, so, well, so guys, the way it's gonna work tonight is I have lots of people coming and going. So it'll be a little fun. We'll call it fun. Might be chaotic, but we'll call it fun. So we've got some people waiting. So Dale, we'll go ahead and have you introduce yourself, and then I'll just keep adding people in. You can still stay on because we want it to feel like a party. We're gonna have like 4 or 5 people at a time.
Sweet, awesome. I'm Dale L. Roberts. I'm the host of Self-Publishing with Dale here on YouTube. And this makes me now, what, 3 or 4-time guest? I can't remember. I'm losing count.
Not to mention co-host of multiple different meetups. Back in the day where we could meet in person.
When we could meet up, right.
That seems so long ago. But for anybody who doesn't know, who hasn't been around, Dale was, I think you helped with the very, I guess it was the second meetup we ever had. It was our first big meetup we had in Columbus.
Yeah.
Hannah, who I'll add right now, she was at the first ever meetup. Hey! I had like this tiny little meetup in Hoboken. So she was at the very first one ever. Hannah, do you know Dale?
Nope, but nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, Hannah.
Hannah is great with social media. We've had her on the show twice as well. She's really good with Pinterest and Instagram and all of that. So welcome, Hannah. And then we've got Christine waiting here. Hi, Christine. Christine is a fabulous artist. So I don't know if you guys have seen her post, but she does all of these amazing animals mostly, right? You do mostly animals.
Yeah, mostly animals.
Yeah. Well, welcome everybody. So you guys are the first ones to the Christmas party.
Woo! I'm going crazy here. I'm going to throw down some water. That's how crazy I am on these
parties. I was just going to say, I have water too. I fully meant to have wine, and then I just didn't buy any, and I guess we just don't have any at the house.
I just want to point out, so I'm at my parents' house, so excuse my awkward background, and I realized about 20 minutes ago that this was going to be festive, and I don't have a Christmas sweater on.
Okay.
But I do own red leather pants. I don't know why.
All right.
I don't have red leather pants.
The party has officially started. We've got the red leather pants.
I don't know why I have red leather pants at my parents' house and not a sweater, but here we are. But I did get festive for everyone.
Oh, thank you, Hannah.
I thought I had a Santa hat, but I looked everywhere for it and could not find it. So I'm just the Grinch, I guess.
Well, thank you guys all so much for being here. And thank you, Dale. Dale was did this awesome prize where well, do you want to explain it? It's 3 books in one, right? You did
Yes. Actually, I just released it. It was on a 3-month rapid release schedule. It is the Amazon Self-Publisher Series, Amazon Keywords for Books, Promotional Strategies for Books, and Amazon Reviews for Books. This is a 3-part series, and I am going to give out an e-copy of all 3 of them for, did I tell you 3 winners or 100 winners? I can't remember which.
Whatever you want. You told me 3, which
okay.
I felt like was
Let's stick with 3 because otherwise 100 is going to be so hard for us to manage.
So we won't be able to do it in 5 minutes. We're just going to be naming names the whole time. So thank you guys all for this prize. We did a post in the Facebook group. So guys, if you missed that post, make sure that you put that you want all notifications, because a lot of times the posts Facebook only shows it to, I don't know, a small percentage of the total amount of people in the group. So make sure you say that you want to see all notifications. But anyway.
I have notifications turned on, and I feel like I'm always the first person to like the post, but I get a notification. So I'm like, oh, what is this?
Thank you, Hannah. Okay, so the winners of these books. Oh my gosh, I have
me.
I know, right? Okay. Oh, here we go. Sorry, I did not write the name of it. Okay, Kim Lee, Kelly, and another one. The program that we use for picking the names, it only shows the email. So if you have an email address that's not clearly a name, I don't know who won. So I will email the 3 winners the prize. But it was Kim and Kelly, and then someone else. So thank you guys.
Yay.
Thank you. And then Hannah also had a prize.
Yes.
Hannah, the last couple of times you've been on the show, people have asked, where can they follow you? And so I've been trying to get Hannah to start a YouTube channel. So hopefully maybe that'll happen in 2021.
Yes, it is actually top 5 on my goals for 2021. So Helen and Dale, I'll probably be reaching out to both of you guys for some tips and assistance, but it looks like I might be starting to broadcast on YouTube to talk a little bit about my journey. I'm not a tier, 100,000 user, but a lot of the videos that I see on YouTube, and no disrespect to any of, the content creators out there, but they're all I made $1 million in 1 year, and here's how you can too. And then it's a very vague list of things. And I'm kind of, with COVID, I've decided to take my business full time, and I'm really digging through the trenches on things. And I want to talk about hey, there are bad days. There are good days and there are bad days. And I want to, be very transparent, and then also open up a realm of coaching and consulting. I see a lot of questions about social media in all of the groups. So I want to do a one-on-one situation. We can dive into anything that you guys need help with. And so that's what we're giving away right now.
Perfect. Yeah. So you will be, you heard her talk about Instagram and Pinterest. So she'll be able to help you one-on-one with that or anything else. So the winner of that one is C. Cordiner.
Yay, Steve!
C, like the letter C.
Oh, Steve! Yay!
It's from an email, so I have to look what the first name is. But anyway, thank you guys so much. And speaking of starting YouTube channels, Christine started a YouTube channel. I've been so happy with people who actually do. I told Christine, I'm you got to start one, and you did.
I was about to say the reason I started it was because of you all, because of you and Christina. So yeah, it's been great.
I've been so happy that you did that. And anybody that wants to learn to draw, I mean, I do my best to help people with design, but I'm by no means a designer, but Christine is. So you can definitely follow her videos and learn how to use Photoshop correctly and how to, make actual art.
Christine, drop your YouTube link in the comments. If Helen allows that, sorry.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Never.
and anybody that you guys see on here, we've had them on the show. Actually, there is going to be a few people that we haven't had on the show yet, but they've been people in the group for a long time, so that'll be coming up. But Christine, we did a video with her. So if you look up Christine and Merge Money, you'll find the video. But
Christine,
all right.
What's the name of your channel?
It's called the Artist Pod.
Artist Pod.
Yeah. So I think you can find me. I think I'm one of the first ones that come up when you
Gotcha.
go to the Artist Pod. Yeah.
Excellent. Yep, that's you. Love the art. That's awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll drop this inside the YouTube chat so everybody can be able to go over and get that.
Oh, fantastic.
And I got blocked. I'm sorry, Alan.
What?
I got blocked.
You got blocked?
Yeah. Sorry. Since I'm not a moderator, I can't do it over there. But I will drop it here to you, Helen, inside our private chat if you want to drop it over into the other ones there. So there we go.
Oh my God, I'm fascinated.
And Christina might be watching, so she's going to help with the chats too, because I think it's just the way StreamYard is, because I can't do it either right now. So I think it's I have to be on the YouTube side. But anyway, we'll find a way, and you can put it in the Facebook group too, Christine.
Okay. Yeah.
So all right. Well, thanks so much. We're going to add one more person. We got Tara waiting over here. And guys, welcome, Tara. And nobody has to drop off till we hit 6 people. It only lets you put 6. So you guys are all good for a little bit longer. But welcome, Tara. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. I'm going to apologize now for the way my office looks. We're having our basement finished, so you can see lovely boxes full of Hot Wheels and planes.
Plus, you moved this year, right? Was that this year?
Yeah. We moved during a pandemic because, why not?
You know.
Yeah, we moved, and when we moved, the house was done. Everything wasn't.
I think we're
Random stuff. Oh, I see everyone. Yeah. Anyway, I won't show you like this side.
Well, it's so good to see you, and you're always an inspiration. And Tara's been on the show too, so if you guys missed that, I talk about that show all the time because one of my favorite things you said on there was about having templates of styles of art. So you did like sometimes you'll get an idea for a t-shirt, but I usually just do it once. And then you helped me see how you could do the same idea, but in different styles of art. And that was super helpful.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, how is everyone's Q4 going? What new stuff since the last time I've talked to all of you guys?
Good.
It's been a crazy Q4. It's been my best ever. So
Yay! Awesome.
Amazing. On Etsy, particularly.
Yeah, it has just been so such an exciting. Well, I mean, so many terrible things too, but so many exciting things with merch. Well, merch was the whole roller coaster because we couldn't upload anything in, when was it, April, something like that. But then now they've added so many more products and more countries, and it's amazing.
I feel like I'm having a good Q4, like pretty comparable to all of my years prior, but I have seen as this year I started a brand, well, late last year, like Christmas time last year, I started a brand on Amazon, has its own personality on Instagram, its own everything. And a lot of the feedback that I've been getting from people is, hey, I want to support a small business, but I don't want to support Amazon. And I'm like,
oh, wow.
But I am the small business on Amazon. And so for me, that's been a little bit of a struggle. I'm not sure if anyone else has kind of heard that from friends and family who are like, hey, support me. So that's definitely shifted my mindset for next year of what I want to do differently or diversify to multiple channels just to give people that flexible option.
And that's the thing, like with print on demand, we can be on so many platforms. So you can be like, oh, okay, would you like to support my Redbubble shop or my Shopify store or Etsy or, any of them. So.
But even like Shopify, I had huge problems with the week before Black Friday. I was fulfilling some of the orders myself and Printful was fulfilling them, and Shopify changed something for the first time in 2.5 years. They've decided that if you have one item shipping from one fulfillment center and another shipping from another fulfillment center, we're going to charge your customer both the shipping charges, even though it's like a flat rate shipping. So then it launched a whole spiral of maybe Shopify is not the best e-commerce platform out there. Maybe it's WooCommerce. Maybe it's Squarespace. So
many
I'll
options.
Update everyone once I figure out what the best fit is. But that was like a panic 4 days before Black Friday.
That's a really good time to try new things. So why did they all do that? Maybe they'll say, we're gonna have new products now. Or
And their solution was, oh, you can add a third-party app, but it's $60 a month. And I was like,
Right.
it's a pandemic. I'm a small business owner. I don't have $60 a month to try something out 4 days before the biggest sale of the year. Are you kidding?
So, well, thank you guys so much. We're gonna have, I guess, the first two people. So Dale and Hannah, we'll go ahead and say bye to you, and we're gonna have some new people come on. But thank you guys so much, and Merry Christmas.
How do we
Yes,
leave?
likewise. You folks take care. Thanks for having me on.
All right, bye. All right, we got Samir. Hi, how
Hello,
are you?
everyone.
Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. Happy holidays, everyone.
Yes, and congrats on your success so far this Q4. I've been seeing some of
Oh,
your posts. You're doing
Thank you so
great.
much. Congratulations to everyone. I know everyone is doing great this year.
Aw. So I forget where you are. Is this like a good time of day or what? I know.
Yes, it's 8:16 p.m. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh,
A
okay.
little
Not too
suburb, like 15 minutes from downtown.
Not too bad. So I saw Matthew too, and then he dropped off. So Matthew, if you're watching, try it again. So do you know Tara and Christine?
Yes, through the groups. I don't remember. Maybe we had a chance to talk, Tara and I, maybe one time through the one of the lives on the success group.
Oh, okay.
But other than that, it was just chat.
That's why I thought it'd be kind of fun to just invite people, and I picked random times where I'm like, I didn't think people knew each other, because I'm like, oh, this will be fun. Like everybody will get to meet each other.
Yes, that's nice.
So, and you have, so tell us a little bit about you. I know you've been on the show before. You have a Facebook group, right?
Yes, I have a Facebook group, and I'm doing both merch by Amazon and Etsy. I have a couple of shops on Etsy. My wife has a third one.
Mm-hmm.
And this year I started going a little different direction. I purchased everything that I need. I haven't started with that stuff yet, but I decided I want to start printing my own stuff. And I went with a technology which is not as messy and costly as the DTG.
Oh, okay.
Because once you buy a DTG machine, you become a slave to it. You gotta keep it running all the time, or the line gets.
I was wondering about that. I'm like, we'll have to hear if any of you guys have it, how that goes. I've been so happy to not have to fulfill orders this Q4, but I don't know.
I mean, with the way the fulfillment has been this year, I mean, I feel like we have no choice. We're like really at the mercy of the print partners, and they haven't been doing a great job this year.
Hi, Matthew. Sorry, I just sorry to interrupt Samir. I just saw
No,
him
it's okay.
waiting.
Sure.
How are you? So this is Matthew Pate. Have we? I don't know if we've had you on the show or not. I think the timing never quite worked out.
This is actually my first ever live. I've had some technical difficulties with my phone, so I'm on my iPad. So
you're there. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, welcome.
You guys.
Good. And you did a video about Q4 that you invited me and a couple other people on. So that was nice of you. So you do have a YouTube channel.
I do.
For anyone that...
merch on. Yeah. And that was how to crush Q4. We had Helen, you were on, and we had Juno from Detour and a bunch of others.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So hopefully that video helped people, and hopefully everyone had a good Q4. It's definitely been exciting.
It has for sure.
Are you mostly on merch, or are you on other platforms too?
Merch is my main focus. Do a little Etsy and KDP, but mainly been focusing on merch, and I've definitely seen, the reaping of that, of putting in the time. And I had sold over 800 products in November, which was like my biggest month ever. So I've been on the platform since 2017. So
I was just going to say that. I'm like, for anyone who's new, like, don't get overwhelmed, because all of us had to start somewhere. And it's like, I did not have 800 months, in the beginning. So it takes a while to get the hang of it, and also just to sort of get through those lower tiers and work your way up. So if this is your first Q4, just know that in, you know, next Q4, the Q4 after that, it's going to keep getting better and better.
Most
It
definitely.
does. My Q4 is doubled every year.
Yeah, it really is amazing. And for yours to double, oh my God, Tara's amazing. So
Yeah,
awesome.
this was a good year. But I prepped all year for Q4. That's what worked for me. I know that's not everyone's favorite thing to do, holidays and stuff, but that's what I like, and it worked really well for me.
I think that's great.
Congratulations.
I think that's great advice, because I think we get caught up in like doing whatever's happening right now. And it's like, no, we can literally still be uploading Christmas shirts in January if we want to. Like now it lasts a whole year. When all of us first started, it was only lasted about 3 months or 6 months. Now your shirts can stay up for a full year before they come down. So and you can just upload.
Yeah, well, just watching trends all year and then bringing those trends into Q4 and bringing them, you know, giving a Christmas spin or a Hanukkah spin or something like that. Just people are buying in Q4, so that's where I put the effort and time that I have. Same with KDP. I spent probably 95% of my time on KDP this year versus merch. And I was able to build my KDP up to the same level as my merch account.
Wow.
Just flooring it on that and keeping merch running. But yeah, I don't know. I'd say I just focus on Q4 for the most part, because that's where I make most of my income.
That's so smart. Guys, write that down. Definitely.
And that's just what works for me. I know other people that do merch and they're steady evergreens all year long, and that's great. That didn't make me excited to work on it every day. So what works for me is to really look forward to those last 3, starts in September though, the uptick hits in September. My chart, I just looked at my chart for the last 4 years, and it's like Q4. I'm flatlined most of the rest of the year with little spikes around other holidays, but that's what works for me.
Awesome.
Have you thought about hammering another mid-year holiday the way you hammer Q4?
I had, so my first 2 years, I did really well for Father's Day and 4th of July. And then this year, when you couldn't upload and everything was hidden in April or whatever it was, like everyone had a 0. Was it April? I don't know. One of the months. Then nothing of mine was available for a few months. Like mine, I don't know. I just got unlucky. A lot of people had things that were just hard to find, and ads weren't helping. So I was just focusing on Q4 anyways. But that was a bummer, because I did used to have at least little spikes for the other holidays.
Yeah.
So we'll see if this next year, if they come back, because I usually have a couple top sellers that, you know, have performed pretty well, but I don't know. Katie was doing well this year, so I had that to focus on, and it's been good.
We have so many people waiting. This is like crazy. We even have Santa waiting in the background, guys. So, so for you guys waiting, we'll bring you on in just a moment. Any last things, Christine and Tara? Thank you
for having me.
Yeah, thank you both for being here. So good to see you again, and congrats on your Q4s. And we'll see you in the new year.
See you soon.
All right. Bye, guys.
Good luck, everyone, with 2021.
Yep. All right. Let me add Ashley and add Neil.
Whoa.
Hey, Neil.
How's it going?
What's up, Neil?
Hey, man. How you doing?
Hi, Neil.
Doing well, man.
How are you?
You guys hear me all right? I just set up a new mic.
Let me add Ashley real quick.
Yes.
Hey, Ashley. And let's see if we can fit Santa. Can we fit Santa on here too? We got Santa waiting back here somewhere. Hold on. Let me see if my computer will. I've never had this many people waiting before. Santa!
Yeah.
Ho, 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 merch money.
I'm jealous of the hat, man.
Oh my gosh. So this is Michael Webster, for anyone who doesn't know. Oh, and Ashley's got her leopard hat. I love it.
Nice.
How y'all doing?
My Santa hat is 1,000 miles away at my parents' house. I was looking for it. Apparently, I didn't bring it out here.
Well, I love this. I am so excited that you dressed up, Michael. This is amazing.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you
All right.
perfectly.
Awesome.
I love your background, too.
Yeah, that's the best.
Thank you. Yeah, that's Miss Claus made that for me.
No, I love it.
Yeah.
He didn't know what he was getting himself into. He sent me a picture. I'm like, you should not have done that. Now you have to wear that on the show, and I'm going to use your picture on the thumbnail. And he's like, oh, okay.
You could just live stream like every day on YouTube with that, like the rest of the year.
You know how they say the best way to learn something is to teach it. This is the best way to get into the Christmas spirit because, woo, it's been a tough year, man.
Oh man.
So here we go. I put on the suit.
And ending it on a strong note. I absolutely love it. So.
Yeah, good stuff.
So do you wear that every year, or how did this whole thing happen?
So the age that I'm at, my cousins are everybody started a family, and so instead of like all the aunts and uncles and everybody getting together a couple of years ago, we just did like a cousins thing with all of our kids, made donuts, and somebody was like, Santa should come. Santa should make an appearance. So made that happen.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm digging the glasses. I'm surprised you still have those. Those are old, man.
Because I put them in a box and put them up on the shelf, except for moments like this.
So for anyone who can't see them, they say, I love merch by Amazon. There you go.
There you go. Most people think it just says I love Amazon.
Those are from the first Seattle conference, right? Like 2 years ago? Or is it 3?
3?
Second conference, but 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. That one.
I think that's the last time we met. That's a long time ago.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
So does everybody know each other? So this is Neil from Merch Informer, and then Ashley. Ashley's been on the show once, twice? I can't remember. Only once? Okay, well, we'll have to have you back on. Ashley, I met a couple different meetups. She's in the military. She's like, well, you do like 900 million things, and amazing at all of them.
You're on mute.
You're muted, Ashley.
Oh, you're on mute.
Oh, so I've been talking to myself this whole time. Awesome. All right, unmute.
Well, at least now you know we weren't ignoring you. We just couldn't hear you.
So yeah, I'm in the reserves in the military. My husband's in the military. We move all around all the time, and so I needed something to do, creative, make money. Do just because I couldn't just be a stay-at-home mom. That's just not in my blood. So I have a consulting business that I help kids get into service academies. I do KDP. I write novels. I have my channel, YouTube, and Facebook page, Published with Ashley. And I'm having my best Q4 ever on KDP, double what I did last year. So don't let anyone tell you it's oversaturated.
Amazing. And you left off that you have like over 150 rental properties.
I do.
And that you're like a scientist or something. You do something else.
I'm an electrical engineer specializing in radars.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I'm going to be that guy. What does that entail? Radar, what kind of radar? Like police radar?
Well, yeah, I can tell you how those work, but mostly okay, so like if you wanted to find a tank in foliage, like because trees and stuff, so you can use radar to find like tanks that they're trying to hide in places, or if you're trying to, like we were trying to find UAVs, and that's the big thing right now because UAVs are a big deal. Like you could put a terrorist could bring one into like the Super Bowl and release something. So how do you find those? How do you stop those? How do you do all that sort of stuff?
So in merch language, you are very niche down.
No, I actually don't do any of that.
No, I just make your profession in our language. You're very niche down.
I do some STEM stuff in KDP and that, but yeah.
Yeah, she's amazing. And when you talk to her in person, it's like she's just got so like positive and happy, and like your energy is just so infectious. I'm like, oh my God, I want to learn everything from you. So anyway.
Are you guys doing cell phone cases?
I have one.
I am working on it. I don't have a ton up yet, but yes,
Okay.
I
I'm
do
still
have
trying to
some.
get all the products up on all the new stuff. I'm being a little bit slow, but
I
Yeah,
I'm
that's me
excited
too.
about pillows. Is anyone excited about pillows? I
I've-
have a whole plan for that.
I've put some up. I've done patterns on pillows, and I've also just resized t-shirt designs onto pillows. I've done.
You know, I couldn't sell pillows on Redbubble, so I don't know that I'm going to get into that. So,
Yeah.
what are you guys
I was
selling your
talking with
pillows at?
someone who's selling them like crazy. She's like, I sell 1 or 2 every single day, and I just have a few up. So she gave me some
wow.
pointers. So I'm excited.
I feel like any product on Amazon will sell. So I definitely try to take advantage of all of them. You could do better with them if you really like study each product and do specific designs for that product.
What are you guys selling in them at price wise?
What I'm doing right now, I'm starting them at like 8 cents royalty, and I'm going up to, I think that's like $15.99. Once it gets a sale, I go to $17.99, and I've been seeing sell multiple times after that. And
Yeah,
I've probably sold.
we were selling pillows on Seller Central, like using Printful before they were released. And now don't quote me on that. I don't know about right now, but you could charge like $30 or $40 a pillow. It was crazy. Now it's probably going to go way
tried to buy a
down.
pillow at like Target. They're like $20.
Yeah.
And it's not even, it's just like some pillow, right? So if it was like specialized, like, yeah.
Hey,
What
I
they
with
don't
hoodies,
mind-
you
pillow
can
for
sell
sleeping, so
you can sell
People
hoodies
don't
for so
mind
much
that.
more too.
People don't mind paying $20 or even more for a pillow from Amazon because people are addicted to the boxes on their front step, and the size of the box does justify their payment. So a pillow is a much bigger box than a T-shirt.
well, people also use them to decorate their houses. Like they put them in chairs that are just no one sits in the rest of the year, right? Like
My
happy
mom,
holidays pillow.
my mom redoes her front. She has like a front little patio, and she redoes them for every single season, every single holiday with pillows. She's totally into it. Like
The
people do
perfect
this.
buyer.
Y'all are giving me ideas. I'm getting ideas now.
One thing to keep in mind that I'll throw out there for cell phone cases is you can still get cell phone cases shipped by, I think currently today it was like 21st. So they're going to sell for a couple more days. I've sold probably
Was it
at
the
least
21st?
100, I think this month. iPhone 12 cases are what's selling. So when you get
Yeah.
those reviews next year, you know, if they release the next phone, and you're gonna already have those reviews from this year. So it's I think they're gonna
I'm
be
definitely
hot items.
seeing that iPhone is just trumping Android.
Yes.
In terms of cases being sold.
Yes.
Yeah, for cases.
I don't know how possible this would be because even with the vaccine, it looks like it's still going to be a little while. If Mersh had given us face masks,
I know.
Yeah.
everyone
That
would
would've
have
been
been
awesome.
selling it on Amazon.
But I mean, on the same token, then you got like half the population yelling at Amazon saying they're trying to profit off a pandemic, and they
That's true,
don't
too.
want the bad rep.
Well, everyone else is, so why shouldn't they?
Yeah. No, I'm looking right now. So I finally found a merch cell phone case. Yeah, December 21st. Because I think today, at least on the West Coast, because I'm sort of on the West Coast, T-shirts are still the 24th, I think. But the
Nice.
24th, right? So I don't
Nice.
know. We'll see. Probably tomorrow
Well-
everything will be done.
I think it
I
depends
gotta-
on where you live.
Yeah,
I gotta
feel
cut
about
in real
that.
quick, guys. We gotta say bye to Samir and Matthew. We've got some people waiting. So thank you guys so
Good to
much.
see you guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Merry
Yeah.
Christmas.
See you, everyone.
Thanks
Take
for
it easy,
tips on the
Merry
iPhone 12, Matt.
Thank you guys so much for being here.
You are
Thank
very
you.
welcome. Thank you.
All right, bye
See
guys.
you.
Bye bye.
And then we've got Hella Bella coming on, and Jay. Oh, it lets me do more than 6.
Oh, cool. Hey,
Wow,
what's up?
that's the thing. And we got Jay Bain here too.
Before maybe have you guys had issues with just normal USPS shipping? Like, is everyone
Yes.
seeing how terrible they are this season?
Yes.
Oh, we got Santa right in the middle. I love this.
There we go.
My pop packet's supposed to be here like 3 days ago. Not so much.
Yeah, so I've been reading that apparently, like, the postal master, the postman, whatever you call him, like, didn't schedule overtime or didn't hire seasonal employees. So everything is backed up maybe like 10 days or something. And that's causing a lot of pissed off Etsy customers. I mean, I have stuff on the way to our house that's missing in action. So for anyone doing Etsy, sorry.
So I sell a
Your
few things.
digital prints.
I sell some things that I ship myself, and one of them has to go priority mail. And I shipped it on like the 3rd, and it's like the end of the month, and it was priority mail 3-day. End of the month, customer's like, "Hey, where's my package?"
Oh, okay.
I pull up tracking, and it's just been sitting,
not picked up, right? It's like it's like pre-shipment or waiting for shipment or something.
Well, it had been scanned in, but then it didn't leave my city for like a week.
Yeah,
and I was like, "It's priority mail 3-day. Like, what are you guys doing?" So.
Well, welcome Jay and welcome Halabella.
What up, Jay?
Oh, am I on?
What up, Bella?
Yeah, you're
Hey,
on.
what's up, everyone?
What's your
I
birthday?
can't believe I'm on at the exact same time as Neil. I feel special here. What's up, Samir?
How are you, Jay? I'm doing well, thank you. About you?
Yeah.
Do you have a Christmas sweater on, Jay?
It's okay. So it's too hot in Houston to ever wear a sweater. So I've got my Christmas sweater style.
I love it.
It's called, I can't read the bottom, Jay. It's called what?
But it's on a short sleeve shirt.
What's it say? I'm full of holiday
I'm full of
spirit.
holiday spirit. I'm full of holiday spirit. It's called whiskey.
Oh, it's called whiskey.
Am I cutting out?
Yeah, you did a little bit, but that's okay.
That's awesome.
Okay, can you hear me now? I'm kind of doing a new mic thing myself too.
Yeah, I can hear you. I love your tree, Halabella.
Thank you. It's very girly. That's what happens when you live alone. You can do whatever you want.
So do all of you guys know each other?
I think I know everyone. I don't know if you guys do.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet you guys.
I know Neil and Jay and Samir.
I know Bella and I don't know Ashley.
Ashley's amazing. Bella's amazing. She's got an awesome YouTube channel and does so many things. She does merch, but also FBA. And I've been seeing you've been doing interviews.
Yeah, thank you. That was because of you this year. You made me come out of my shell and do interviews. So thank you.
I love it. I've been so happy this year with all of the people starting YouTube channels and all the different things going on. I know you already started it, but to see you do interviews, I saw you interview Neil. That's awesome.
That was just the other day. She's good at it.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you guys. Like for real, it's hard to get started when you're an introvert because you're like, oh, this is gonna be tough. But after you get into conversation with somebody, I just try to pretend that I'm not live streaming for the entire internet, and that kind of helps.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because I don't know if Halabella knows, but I owe you half of my royalties because you got me into Merch by Amazon.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
Yes, that was awesome. And if you remember Helen, I was telling you about Halabella in the interview we had. I told you that she was the one that got me into Merch by Amazon. I was doing FBA back then.
That's
I was
awesome.
watching the book videos, the book selling videos, FBA. And then on one episode, she talked about Merch by Amazon. I was like, this sounds interesting. And
that's cool, man. You need to come on my channel for an interview. That'd be kind of cool to talk about.
That would be awesome. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, and if you guys missed that interview I did with Samir, he really does say that. So Halabella, you can listen to it, and he really does talk to you. Yeah,
That's awesome.
He really does talk about you on there, and I can't remember if that's what reminded me to. I think that is what reminded me to see if you would come on the show, because I know I had meant to before, but it's one of those things like if I've never talked to the person, I kind of reach out to the people I've talked to first.
Yeah.
So, but he kind of reminded me, and I'm like, I should just message her and see if she'll come on the show.
Yeah, well, it's a small community, honestly. Like, there's some good people in it.
Yeah. Well,
it's even smaller the amount of people that will actually get on a camera too. So
yes,
everyone is very camera shy.
Yeah.
I mean, you would be surprised the amount of people in the 75,000 people group that won't even that would read all the messages and never even type anything.
Yeah.
Everyone wants this to be a fly on the wall.
But you never know when they'll change, because I was one of those people for like 4 or 5 years in the FBA community. It's so funny because I know so many more people from FBA now that I do merch than I did when I was in FBA, because I was too shy back then. Like I was in all the groups, but I wasn't talking. Nobody knew who I was. So you just never know when people finally break through their shell and start talking to people.
Well, look at you now. Come on.
Yeah.
You're a superstar.
And
Yeah,
I want
you have
to
an
say,
awesome channel, Helen.
Yeah.
Hey,
love it.
I'll tell you this much: as somebody who has run a FBA group with 10,000 people, you want a lot of lurkers. You don't want everybody chiming in at once because it's chaos.
Yeah.
You got 10,000 people with 10,000 opinions. It's just as bad as just getting on Facebook and which of my friends are Trump supporters, which of my friends are Biden supporters, who's going to lose friends over this. You know, it's even worse when you're running a group and everybody is, you know, considering themselves alpha wolves, and it's like, well, my opinion means more than your opinion, and you know, you spend half your time just breaking up fights.
But as a lurker on the wall, though, those can be really helpful groups. I mean, I did FBA before I knew Facebook groups were a thing, and there's a reason I don't do FBA anymore. Like, it was awful. I could probably give it a good old college try now, but you know, now I know everyone that does FBA. Back then, I was just, you know, going blind. It was awful.
Yeah, those FBAers work way too hard.
I know, it's like so much like just spoiled when you can do print on demand. But even then, it's like Travis. Hopefully, he'll be able to come on later. He might not be able to because he's still doing all the actual inventory, and he wanted to do print on demand as inventory, like printing the products. And I'm like, no, I want it to be all passive. Like I don't want to.
I've noticed a big shift of me not wanting to do FBA since my merch business started picking up. I'm like, there's so much effort that you have to put in sourcing, and I could just sit in my pajamas and make shirts.
I mean, I was doing
weird to me though is that so many people in the community have decided to buy printers. Like they're going in the absolute opposite direction that I would.
They're going.
That's what I mean. Like, it's like we've got something where you don't need to have any physical inventory, but they're turning it into having physical inventory.
Yeah, I see the other side of that though. Like you can make a lot of money locally. Like I know a girl who does it locally, and she does really well. And I feel like most of her people are repeat customers.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that would be easier. It wouldn't be shipping maybe as much as, I mean, maybe, but it's a little, you know what I mean? It's local shipping. So.
Yeah. But you are, I agree, Neil, you are like creating a job for yourself if you go that route. But I mean, it just depends, I guess, if you want to do it all in-house.
Well, it's also opportunity cost too, because like in the time that, like, let's just say you have an hour, you could create, you know, X amount of designs, you could do X amount of marketing, or you could just print your designs. Like, you already nothing's really growing. You're just doing all the grunt work that we basically get Amazon to do for us.
Yeah.
So I mean, but your margins are higher, so it's just a trade-off, really.
Well, here's where I'm at right now. I've been trying to rebuild my Etsy business. I had some bad luck with some face mask vendor who will remain nameless, Custom Cat, that really screwed me over as far as reviews were concerned, because they just changed their masks midstream, and all of a sudden they're sending out these really poor quality face masks, and I started getting bad reviews before I noticed it. So I basically just shut my store down and revamped everything. Now I'm back on, and I love Etsy because Etsy is weekly pay. You know, it's unlike Redbubble and TeePublic where you're getting paid once a month. I like getting that weekly paycheck because that actually I'm using that money to pay for my VAs in merch and Etsy and all the other print on demands. But I use a smaller vendor now that has been really, really good with customer service, like fast shipping times. They're not overwhelmed like Printful or Printify or Shirtly or any of the other ones out there. And if I send them a chat, like I get an answer in like 2 minutes. And I love that. But on the flip side, they don't have all this great syncing abilities going on Etsy where it just automatically prints the shirt, ships it out on your behalf. So I have to physically go in every day and go, okay, I got 7 new shirt orders today. And I have to input the address and send it out. And while I'm doing this, I'm actually bitching about it. Like, you know, I'm so spoiled on merch. It's like, God, I got to put in a name and an address. What am I, Amish here? Come on.
You need a VA.
it's so
Dude, you
difficult to
you
do
should
that.
turn that into like an extension or something that basically just, you run it once a day. You go in and it just copies all your orders and sends them over.
Well,
If
they're actually
someone has
they're
to
actually
do it,
about
it's
to
gotta
move
be
it to where
real.
it is synced up. Like they're working on that technology, Neil. So eventually they'll have it. But if it gets
That
to be
sounds
too
like a
big of a
pain,
pain in
man.
the ass, like if I'm selling more than, because I'm only selling like maybe 5 to 7 shirts a day, so it's not that big of a deal. If it, as the business grows, then I just hire somebody that grunt work for me. Which is what I do with listings, what I do with keyword research, what I do with design. So like eventually I'll turn that over as well. But for now, just as I'm rebuilding my reputation as a good Etsy store, I kind of feel like I need to be more hands-on,
Yeah.
All right, guys, I got two more people to add real quick. We got Ryan Raymond and we've got Jewel and Arette.
Hey, we got a Brady Bunch thing happening now.
I love it. I had no idea you could do 9. I thought 6 was the max.
Can you
Welcome,
sing
guys.
Party.
This is like Hollywood Squares.
Stand up right in the middle.
Yeah,
We could not have
in the middle.
You're like Rich Little there.
Ryan, before I head off, I gotta ask, how's the politics stuff going?
It's good. Good. The biggest problem with the politics is Facebook right now locking down any political related ads. I don't know how many of you guys this last year when Mert down, I kind of leaned heavily. I've always had a.
Oh, your audio is
audience.
double skipping.
It's there's.
You might be on YouTube and StreamYard and Facebook at the same.
Yes.
Hello?
Let me see here. Can you hear me?
You're still doubling.
It's just
up.
an echo.
There's like an echo.
Hear you.
Let me see what's going on here.
In the meantime, how you doing, Jewel?
We're doing good. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, this is a party. I love it.
Isn't it fun? I'm so happy. I'm so happy to have 9 people at once. I was thinking I'd have to have people come on and off really fast, but it's perfect because now we can all talk together.
Yeah.
Cool. So do you guys know Jewel?
I know Neil. I remember Neil.
Jewel, yeah. Jewel interviewed Neil. I'm Orit, by the way. Nice to meet you. I'm Jewel's business partner. We have a YouTube channel together. I don't know if we know anybody else.
Hi, Jewel and Arit.
They were on our YouTube channel. So if you guys missed that episode, they both talked about starting YouTube channels, which, as we were talking about earlier, a lot of people started this year. So if you're watching and you're thinking about doing it, definitely watch that episode. But yeah, it's great for all of you guys to meet. Did you guys ever do FBA? I can't remember.
Yeah, we went through the whole trajectory of everything. We did, FBA, retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, private labeling, merch by Amazon, Redbubble, Etsy. We still have our Etsy store right now that we run on the side, but our main thing is our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Are you guys seeing that like explode this year?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, like for here in Vancouver, when they closed down everything on March 15, like our YouTube views were like, they were like that. But then when everything closed, it went like skyrocket. And like, all our tutorial videos on like Skype, Zoom, Adobe Acrobat, like everything just exploded.
That's awesome.
My audio better now for you. Just doing a quick test.
Still doing like a duplicate thing.
Is the live playing on another screen or something?
Need to drop like behind Ryan, then he can talk.
Try removing the earphone, the mic, and just talk to your computer speaker, maybe.
Hey, Helen, how are you finding the StreamYard app working for you? I will say this. I've been on a lot of different webcasts and webinars and things like that. I've not had the issues that I've had with this particular, because I've never used StreamYard before, and it seems like I got kicked off once and it's skipping a lot on my end.
Is it better if I use the computer audio instead of my Yeti?
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, screw the Yeti tonight then. All right, we can just do that.
Low tech is better tech.
Sometimes simple is better. A lot of times, like almost all the time.
Yeah.
So yes,
I've had these headphones for like 7 years. Once I switched over from my brand new mic, everything was fine. So yeah.
Well, I think Neil was asking you about how the politics are going.
Yeah. You said something about Facebook ads not allowing you to run.
Oh yeah. So before I had even started merch, I had started to not completely annoy all my friends on Facebook with political posts. I made a page where I could post my political posts about 5 years ago, and this year it kind of blew up. And I got to interview the Libertarian presidential candidate 3 times, the White presidential candidate 3 times, gubernatorial candidates, Senate candidates. And it turned into it grew to 100,000 audience, which was insane to have happen this year.
Wow.
And so I decided to kind of put my merch knowledge into it, because I figured why not get as many people wearing merch on it this year. And the store did really well. I was able to start scaling up ads coming into the election. I was excited to see what it was going to do during Q4. But for those of you who are running Facebook ads, you might have realized that Facebook has banned all political or social related ads since the election. They said they didn't announce it until the day they did it. They just turned everything off, and they said, if you have to run a disclaimer, you can't run an ad, basically, on these topics. And for the last 30 days of Q4 here, I haven't been able to promote that Shopify page on Facebook, which has been disappointing. But through this whole thing, when merch shut down, I don't know how it was for a lot of you guys. When we couldn't upload and we couldn't do anything at the beginning of this, it sent me down a road of, what other things I can be working on myself. And so a friend of mine who owns a coffee shop during this business, he had to shut down, and he put up some fights about it. And so we've actually moved his coffee store online. So we're started selling coffee beans and merchandise on his store there, which has helped him survive the pandemic here. So I think a lot of those things have been a lot of fun this year. And then as Neil mentioned, I actually have filed my letter of intent to run for office in 2022. So I have a political campaign going on, working on my stores as always, which has meant I haven't been making as many videos, and I do apologize to people for that. But sometimes when you get really, really busy, you got to set priorities, and my kids and family have to fit in there too. So.
Bye, Ashley. Thank you. And I was going to say the same with Samir. We got to say bye to you. We've got a couple people waiting. Thank you so much for being here.
And,
bye, Samir.
Talk to you soon, Samir.
Good to see you guys. Bye-bye. Bye, Jake.
All right. We got Nick here. Nick is also in politics, I think, right? Are you? Hey, Nick.
Hey.
There he is.
Another man.
Yes, after a very exhausting 20. I had to get my at going.
You just exit out of it, Samir.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
I like that hat.
Yeah, I love the hat. There we go.
Thank you.
And then we also have Greg Johnson here. Hey,
I mean, you gotta get into the Christmas spirit.
How are you?
So,
Greg.
So I think Nick might be
Yeah, there's a bit of lag issues.
lag.
Yeah, he's kind of frozen.
Greg, I hear you have a secret
I'm
about
frozen?
shipping packages at
okay.
USPS.
Yes.
Oh, you have a secret? I need to know a secret about getting them cheaper.
Okay, so I was just, I try to schedule pickups when I can, but I was running around dropping stuff off today that I needed to ship, and there's just people in line like out the door at USPS, UPS, and it's like they don't know that you can buy the postage at home and then just drop the package off at the store. So there were people waiting in line, like in the cold. It snowed, right? So it's like snowing. They're standing outside shivering with this pile of boxes in their arms for like up to an hour sometimes. And they just give me the dirtiest looks when I like cut to the front, drop my boxes on the counter, and then leave. And somebody needs to tell them about prepaid shipping, but I didn't feel like doing it today.
Not after those dirty looks.
Yeah.
So, Well, Nick, we see you, but it's saying your device is not connected. And to Jay's point, I don't know if it's StreamYard or if it's not. I usually am fine with StreamYard, so I don't know. It might just be because we're trying to have so many people on at once. Who knows?
Yeah.
But it's so fun to see everybody together. It's so fun. And I love having Santa here.
Santa's going to be a permanent guest. Nobody's getting rid of Santa. He'll stay for the entire show.
Yeah, you gotta stay. I don't know how you
keep
got
that holiday cheer rolling.
Yeah.
Well, Greg, I love it how you guys are part of. Oh my God, I all of a sudden forgot his name. Ryan? No.
Bram. Oh.
Well, Brandon too was with you, but the
the group we're in.
Yeah, the group.
Ryan Moran's group.
Ryan Moran. I'm like, Ryan, what? It was so fun to be like, I listened to his channel and then I saw Bram pop up and I'm like, oh my God, he's on his video with Ryan. That's awesome.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. We've had a fun year. So, Ryan and I started a podcast together, which we discussed with you earlier in the year. So it's been a lot of fun. Like, we don't know what we're doing. Neither of us has done a podcast before, but we went, it was 2 weeks from when one of us said, hey, we should do a podcast, to when we published the first episode. So we've been.
And I think you were on our show, right? Right when you were publishing your first.
Yeah. So we've kind of learned as we went, but it's a lot of fun. We're doing pretty well. So.
Hey, Greg, let me just say.
Can I ask what the podcast is? Because I didn't
Sure.
hear that part.
It's Love Line for Business. So for us 90s kids, I don't know if you remember the old Love Line, but it was like this relationship call-in show late at night on Fridays.
And the music is excellent.
The music is excellent.
The intro music is it's killer. Gotta check it out.
Yeah, so we kind of recreated that vibe, but we're helping fellow business owners with getting unstuck, basically. So it's kind of a hot seat format. People will come on and explain something they're having an issue with, and then we see if we can help them out.
Is it print on demand focus, or is it?
No, it's mostly
e-com.
It's mostly e-com, but we've had people on from just all kinds of industries. We just had a guy on a few episodes ago who works for a company that does like product launch events for big companies like Aston Martin. Like they would do like the launch event for Aston Martin's new car, that kind of stuff. So it's not just e-commerce. We're getting a lot of different people from different industries in, which is really cool. And it's really cool that we see that people kind of have the same problems over and over, just in a different context. So it's just fun to help fellow business owners out and learn from them as we learn from each other.
Are you getting those guests from your own network, or where are you finding them? Like, how do you find the Aston Martin guy?
He found us, and like our podcast just like popped up in one of his searches, and he's in the UK. He's not even in the US. So I don't know how people find us, but some of it is our own network. We go out and I have a list.
But I think you're on pretty big, like if you're showing up in Ryan Moran's videos, he's got a lot of YouTube followers and Facebook followers. So it could be things like that where people are finding.
We've definitely piggybacked off of his network a little bit, but yes, we also have a list of people in our own network that we're going down the list and hounding people to come on. So basically, one by one, when we need to plug a slot, and just looking at the screen right now, I'll tell you guys, like, some of you are on the list, so be prepared someday.
All right, guys, I gotta head off.
All right.
All you.
Thank you, Neil. It was so great to see
Thank
you.
Neil.
Good to see you, Neil.
Neil.
So it's so fun to see all of you guys. So Nick, have we gotten to talk to you yet? How's everything going with you?
Oh man, just wrapping up a very mentally draining 2020 election season. And looking forward to not dealing with anything political for at least the next 3 or 4 months.
Yep. I wanted to have you and Ryan on at the same time. You're like the two political people I know, like in campaigns and stuff.
Yeah.
Ryan, you're on mute, buddy.
It's exhausting, beyond exhausting. But,
Nick, there's no wait. You got to jump right back in the day after the election. Come on now, you're almost a month behind now at this point.
I just had a 3-day.
You got till January
debrief.
20th.
Right. I just had a 3-day debrief about the year, and they're already talking about 2021. I'm like, listen, I need to sell some T-shirts. I haven't been doing any designs this year. I feel naked without doing my daily designs. So, but I have been able to, capitalize on a couple of quick political trends. So I'm not mad.
Nick, I think you were the first one to have me think about political designs at all, because this was way back in the beginning when like merch was starting, and you were talking about how you were doing political shirts, and I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. You were way early. You were part of, weren't you on a show with Margaret or?
Yep. Merch Talk with Margaret, Jeff, Joe, and Chris. Yeah. That's and we still talk in our group chat from time to time. It's been a while though. I did restart the 4554 podcast, so
nice.
I'm gonna start bringing everybody back in and just trying to slowly convince them to start getting back into the groove of doing video and audio content.
Perfect.
I feel like every time I come here, my beard is bigger than it was the last time.
I like it.
I'm not on Ryan's I'm not on Ryan's level yet.
Your beard is glorious, Nick. I think there was a point in time, I think, when I was streaming when I was like almost completely clean shaven as well. So there's been some transitions there. You just got to quit trimming it. That's all.
I know. I can't help it.
Just once a month, a little trim.
I will
shape and trim.
I will say that I have been one of the biggest things about me getting back into print on demand has been watching Merch Money. I've been watching a lot of Hella Bella lately. I'm really proud. I remember when you were kind of stalled at like the 200-300 a month range, and then you just kind of like shot up in the last month. I was like, damn. Well, I got to get back into it. And Jewel and Ari, I've always been watching your content. So
thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's amazing when you actually fill up your slots, you make more sales. It's crazy, right?
Right.
It's the numbers game, exactly.
Right. Who would have thought? Yeah. And then when you don't have BS distributors, which is why I'm like, let me just kind of back away from getting pissed off at everybody at Printful and Shirtly.
It's a bit overwhelming to me. So many platforms to sell on and so many people to fulfill the product. Sometimes I'm just like, I can't do this today. I'll just have to focus on one or two things and do those really well before I can look at other things.
I will give a shout out to the Orbit Kit fulfillment people on their fulfillment this year. They've been for even during this time here, and I know they ran out of some products. They made changes quick to make sure products are still shipping quick. I've been fortunate to have with them because I ran into problems with almost everyone else this year at some point.
Awesome.
So
I was curious how that was going to go.
In August they were doing same day shipping on some of my products.
Wow.
Like ordered it that day and it was at the Met Post Office that night. Christmas time it's been a little bit slower.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm just going to add Dave real quick. Not Ken Real, he labeled himself.
That's true. I am not Ken Real. He's my good twin.
So Ryan, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. Dave's a way better guest than me. I mean, come on.
No, wait a minute. I want Ryan Raymond circle for the win. Let's see. Can I give you a Hollywood Squares line? It's naughty. I'm bringing it down. I'm bringing it all down. Let's see here. Oh, these are all really bad. Ryan, which of your five senses tends to diminish as you get older? What's your answer?
All five.
It's supposed to be your sense of decency. There you go.
I was like, that sounds like a trick question there.
That happened at a very young age for me, so that doesn't really apply here. I see you got your Thor hammer behind you.
I do. I have.
I remember that from our very first merch conference.
Yep. I still
love it.
I still have it. It's not going anywhere. I have to. I know that part of my life is ending soon because they're like going to charge us $50 for filling out one of those stupid things. I'm like, what the hell?
Have they finalized a price? I haven't filed a protest lately.
Yeah,
So.
it's $50 starting, I think, January 2nd.
Oh, that's insane.
Wow.
Yeah, so for anybody who doesn't know, Dave was helping with trademarks. Like we were fighting just frivolous trademarks, not legitimate ones, but just, just everyday words that people were trademarking. And I went down to, I went down to DC to help with that. But I guess I didn't help enough if they're starting to charge now.
You did great. It's just they're not nice people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they
So
should
thank you for doing
make
that.
the people that are filing for those trademarks pay a lot more as well. Instead of the usual $1,000, like make them pay $5,000 to get the rights to use the word Christmas or whatever.
Or we could just quit
else.
selling off the English language.
Exactly.
To begin with.
That's right.
Sorry, the politician in me's coming out. I'll hold back.
Hey, send me the ballot. I'll vote for you.
It's a state race, so you got to live in my district.
Okay. Well, I know some Russians that could help you out. So.
Give
me a call.
I need lots of Russian bots on my campaign.
I got a list of dead people. We'll work some things out.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, can I send a real quick shout out here?
Hey,
Everybody else has been doing shout outs. I feel like I should do one as well. Of the people here, there's two that I've been kind of following a little bit. Jewel and I how do you pronounce your name again? I apologize.
Orit.
Arit. One of the things I really enjoyed about your podcast and your YouTube channel is that you were very transparent about sharing your sales data, meaning here's how much we made this month and we just started focusing on this month, and and it wasn't like this meteoric rise to fame where it's like we made $1 million within a year. I mean, it was real life results, and I like that y'all shared that, because as somebody who was new to this 3.5 years ago, my biggest frustration was like, you work so many hours and at the end of the month you got like $30 in your pocket. And then the next month you have like 150, and then the next, it's a marathon, as we all know. But not everybody tells you that at the beginning, So now it's like I'm getting very nostalgic. I look back at 3.5 years ago, and like I'll add up the entire year, and it won't equal what I just did last week.
Right.
And I was honestly like, I don't know if this is going to work for me. I don't know if I'm making enough progress. Maybe I should quit this and look at the next shiny new object. But yours, where you saw real life data and you were very positive about it, it helped me to continue to push on. So I appreciate that y'all did that at the beginning. So that's my little shout out to you.
Aww,
amazing. Thank you so
appreciate
much.
that. That's so cool. Yeah, I mean, it's so cool. We love hearing the stories of when people see our videos and which videos have helped them. And that's exactly why we did those videos, is to show people that they could do it, and also to keep us accountable, because we knew that if we put it out there that, it would push us to, have something to say next week. So I'm glad that it helped you out. And it seems like you guys are doing really well. So that's really cool.
I feel like not very many people talk about that the journey part of it, where it sucks, People just show you the flashy numbers and the success once it's actually happened. It took a lot to get there. So, sharing that journey, it just I'm so glad that it connected with you, because that's what we were hoping, is that it'll connect with other people to let them know, hey, this is okay. It's supposed to go like this. You got to put in the work, and those numbers will eventually get up there.
Well, you also talked about the balance of it all too. I also appreciated that. Like, Jewel, I know that you talked about like your exercise regimen and starting to eat healthier and things like that, because that's another thing we also lose sight of, is the balance in all of this. It's like it becomes so much about business where you let every other area of your life get neglected, whether it's family or health or whatever. So my second shout out is to Greg Johnson, who I feel is like in my opinion, one of the keyword gurus out there, because you did something that I've never really ever heard anybody else talk about, and that's use like very expensive software. I hope I'm addressing the right Greg Johnson here. Like things like Helium 10, to really dive deep into like, okay, what keyword is working, what keyword should I stay away from, and really get in there. And it's like, if you really research your keywords, you you can build a design that may be a decent design, but let's face it, maybe it's not as good as some of the other ones out there, but you're using the best keywords and they're using like 1 or 2 keywords, and your shirt ends up being like top 1,000 or top 10,000 or whatever, and shirts that have really amazing designs are like in obscurity, not even in like, don't even have a BSR. So that was the time when I started seeing your results from that. I started really doing a more of a deep dive and using I'm still not comfortable laying out that kind of money for Helium-10, but I do, use a lot more tools and resources, software to research that type of stuff to make sure I'm using the right keywords. And that was an eye opener for me.
Glad that was helpful. Honestly, because I do Amazon private label too, I already had the software. So Amazon, my private label stuff pays for that.
Yeah.
So to use it for merch, it was just a freebie. It's just this tool that I have. And you're right. The keywords for merch, I mean, that is how your product gets found. That is how the customer finds it. And so if you don't have the right keywords, if you're not strategic about how you want it to be found, then you can have the best design in the world and you might not ever sell it. So thanks. I'm glad that was helpful. That's great.
Absolutely. And Hellabella, I need to start watching your channel too, because everybody's doting on you right now. So
yeah, that's because people love to hear my accent.
Where are you from?
Alabama.
Okay. All right. Texas boy here. So I got
Hey, my mom just got a job in Texas.
Oh yeah. Whereabouts?
San Antonio. So I'm coming to Texas.
I lived there for 6 years. Great town. Great town.
You definitely got to follow Hellabella. She's awesome.
Yeah.
I've been following you for a long time. I don't know when, but I think FBA days. So at some point.
Yeah, I get into a lot of stuff. Sometimes I get into it and then I get right back out of it. just depends.
And real quick to piggy off what you had said about Helium-10, Jay, for anybody who's watching and doesn't know what you're talking about, we do have a video on Helium-10. So if you guys want to check that out, the guy who runs Helium-10 came on and he showed how to use it. So it's like a tutorial. You guys can see it.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
I'll have to check that out.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So it's so fun to see everybody. Unfortunately, we got to have a couple people drop off because we got a lot of people waiting to come on. So,
I'll go ahead and volunteer.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Jay.
Bye, Jay.
Real quick, before one of us bounces, I've got to thank Michael Webster. He tried to mention this earlier and we didn't get a chance, but Michael Webster did the music and the voiceover.
I got to take care of, and I got to go
for our podcast intro.
Daughter.
Bye, Jay.
If you guys haven't listened to Love Line for Business podcast,
bye. Good night, y'all.
Good night, y'all.
Anyways, Michael killed it on our intro. Sometimes I just listen to it on loop in the car because it's Michael Webster's voice. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
Wanted to publicly thank him for that. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. I was super nervous when you reached out and you were like, "Hey, you want to do the music for my podcast?" Me? Are you serious?
I'm so glad you're bringing that up, Michael, because I feel like people forget that all of us are nervous for things. Like you were nervous to have me do your picture on the thumbnail of the video, and but you move past it and do it anyway. And it's I think that's what people forget. We just got to push through anyway.
Absolutely. Yeah. You got to get out there and put yourself in positions to where you're uncomfortable in order to grow. So when you feel like you want to say no because it seems scary, probably 9 times out of 10, you should say yes and just figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Well,
Helen, I will hop off here too. My parents are in town to visit, and they're leaving in the morning, so tonight's my last night with them.
Well, thank you so much for coming. It was so great to see you. And real quick, my brother loved all your videos and everything. When I said you were coming to one of our meetups, he's like, "I'm so jealous. I want to meet Ryan Raymond."
I'm hoping to get some more going this year for people who've been asking me. It's just been this between working on presidential campaigns and starting 2 new Shopify stores in the last 6 months. I've been a little bit swamped myself. So, but I hope to be getting back out there and sharing with you guys what I've been working on. So
all right.
We'll see you guys.
Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, so let's add in Jacob Bates, and we got Jacob Topping, got all the Jacobs, and we've got Chris and Steffi. So we got 3 new people. Hi guys.
Wow.
Hi everybody.
Howdy,
What's up?
How are you guys?
So fun to have 9 people at once. How you doing, Jacob?
Good. Threw up some random Christmas lights I found in the background just for tonight.
Love it. And we got another Christmas hat on here. Both
It's Star Wars style.
Nice.
Jacob Topping, you swam back across the river.
You betcha. We crossed the
Awesome.
river. The
Awesome.
river is frozen solid. No, the river is not frozen right now, but it's too cold to swim. So last swim was around October 1st.
Yeah.
Jacob Topping, that is a righteous beard from last time we met.
Yeah, it's the COVID effect. I did have to cut it because Siri wouldn't recognize my face anymore. So it was like really big. And then I couldn't unlock my phone unless I put in the password. So I cut it.
Nice.
That's amazing.
So I have a question for everybody. Really important question to me. How long does it take to grow a mullet?
It depends on how much party in the back you want.
That's what I mean. I've been growing it since March. The difference up
They
front
went
is
out in
okay,
the
but the
70s.
party in the back is just not happening. It's like a kiddie party.
Depends on how far back
It's
into
like
the future you go. If it's the
party.
70s or the 80s.
Yeah, no, mine's more like 5th grade.
Amazon can have one on your doorstep in 2 days. I heard though.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Free delivery.
Dave,
Do you
one
have an
thing.
affiliate link?
Yeah, let me.
Dave, I
let me
wanted
get
to,
one
I
for your
wanted to
mullet.
say the
What was
mullet
that?
just doesn't happen by itself.
Right.
You have to fight for your right to party.
In the back.
I would put that under advisement. It's not working right now.
The show took a drastic turn, guys.
That shows how old we are.
You got to just channel your Billy Ray. Your inner Billy Ray comes out, and it's mullet time.
Oh
That's right. Well, I'm doing a lot of rockabilly stuff recently, and I mean, I need the haircut to go with it. So
There you go. I got uncomfortably close to a mullet one time.
yeah.
I got
Did
my
you cross the
haircut.
street?
I got
when
my
it was coming your way.
And it was not a very good communication back and forth. They only spoke Italian and I only spoke English. And I showed them a picture, and apparently somehow they took that to mean a mullet. It was one of my worst haircuts I ever had. That was in 2003. But anyway.
But before I got on here, I heard Greg talking about helium-10, and that tool is fantastic. To me, it's worth every penny. I've been probably using it for 1.5 years, 2 years now, and those guys over there, they're just how they organize everything and the results you get back. I've found so many good ideas just from searching through keywords.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's the only time I suggest people to chase those rabbit holes, because a lot of people start going down through Amazon, getting lost, and there's no true data there for you to analyze. But on Helium-10, I go so deep in there sometimes, and it's like I was looking at baseball stuff, and now I'm looking at trash truck drivers. And it's like, how did I get here? But no, it's awesome.
Are you talking about for merch or for FBA?
For merch, for Print on Demand.
Cool.
Yeah, helium-10 can be used for anything. So I think a lot of people did it with private label and things like that, but you can do it for merch too.
Yeah, I also think a lot of people that, because you can get free searches on there every day if you have a free account.
Oh, I just want to say real quick, bye to Jewel and Areen. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we got to head out. Thanks for having us on
It was
here.
so great to
Nice
see you.
everybody.
Bye.
You guys.
When they leave, we'll go ahead and add in Kim. Hey, Kim. How are you? Hey, Kim. I love the lights in the background. For anyone that doesn't know Kim had like a viral shirt one time for the eclipse. That was her rise to fame.
I remember that. It was crazy.
Oh, the good old eclipse days.
I know, I miss them.
I was wondering, like, there's going to be this North Star thing, like the lineup of like the Christmas star or something, like first time in 800 years. I was like, I wonder if that's going to be anything. I haven't done a shirt for it, but I'm like, it reminded me of the eclipse.
Yeah. There was an eclipse in South America today.
2024. It's coming
That's
back.
it. Only 3 more years.
Yep.
There's probably already shirts up for it.
It's going through Texas.
I felt like I interrupted you, Jacob. Was there anything else you were saying about
I don't know. I could go on forever about that tool. I think once you get in there, Greg can probably, say the same thing. Once you actually get in there, it's like you could spend hours in there and just keep finding things.
Yeah.
What are some of your tools that you use, like all of you guys, for Merch by Amazon in general?
Helium's probably, like, out of designing tools, Helium's definitely my biggest, just because of the data it gives you. I mean, it gives you everything you need for your complete listing. So other than that, just Photoshop.
The Amazon search expander Chrome plugin. I use that a lot.
I don't know what that is. I gotta.
So you put in a keyword, and then it gives you. You know how it does an autofill?
It's called
the expander gives you a big autofill of like all the things people are putting in with that search term.
Oh,
what's it called for her? DS Quick View, I think, something like that. DS.
No, this is AMZ Suggestion Expander.
Oh, there you go. AMZ.
That sounds like it.
Cool.
DS Quick View does the
BSRs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I knew I'm like, what am I thinking of then? I have them all up, so I just don't even remember the names anymore. But yeah, those both help.
I've got to take off. Thank you, Helen, for having us in, and it was good to see everybody that I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
If it's okay, I was going to post a discount in the chat for this group, just for the Merch Money people who are watching. But Bram and I created a new thing to help people get unstuck, and we're calling it Regular Joe Coffee. So
that's right. We didn't do the post.
I don't know about you guys, but when I have my morning cup of coffee, let's just say it helps to get things going for the day. So we're building kind of a coffee company around that whole idea. I'm going to throw a link just in the chat, just for the Merch Minds people, for like 30% off our brand new coffee, which we just launched like a couple weeks ago. So
and you wanted to give one away, right?
And we're giving one away too. Yeah. So
let's pick somebody now. Let's do something in the chat, because I totally forgot to do that as one of the posts in the group. So guys, post what should we do? What should they do to pick a winner?
Have Jacob write down a number.
It's gonna say regular Joe Coffee.
We'll do, we could do picking a number. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100. Whoever gets closest. Start posting numbers.
All right, see you in 5 minutes.
But yeah, that's so cool that you guys started that coffee company.
It's for fun. I mean, it's good coffee, but we decided, is it possible to create an entire company based on a poop joke?
There you go. Sometimes
we will find out.
Yeah.
Speaking of starting entire companies based on poop, that's what Susie
Batiste.
Susie Batiste.
Yeah.
Amazing. Poopery. I love her interview with Ryan Moran.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Okay, so we've got the winner. We've got Miss Linda. She is the closest with 99. So reach out to Greg Johnson. You'll win free coffee.
Send me a DM, find me in the group, or tag me, and I'll get you your bag.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Greg.
Bye, everybody.
All right, and with Greg leaving, we will add in Dwayne. So Dwayne is in the, hey Dwayne! Dwayne is in the Facebook group, and we haven't had a chance to have him on the show yet, but he's one of our most active members in the group. So nice to see you in person.
Oh, yes. It's really good to be here.
Yeah, thanks so much for being in the group, and I love all your dinosaur stuff. He's got a dinosaur calendar, and his art is really cool. So.
Oh, yeah. I'm a digital artist, and I do digital dinosaurs, for merch and so on. Yeah.
Well, thanks for being here.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, this is really great.
This is your first live, right? Have you done?
This is my first live, and yeah, I mean, sorry for the background.
That's okay.
But yeah, it's really good to be here and finally just really showing my face and seeing who's who and so on.
It's fun because we see all the posts, but it's fun to actually see people like put a name to the face and everything. So
Yeah,
thanks
sure.
for being here. We're gonna have some other people that are the most active people in the group. We're gonna have a few more people come on soon, so you guys will get to see lots of different people from the group, because sometimes we get tired of seeing always the same people. So it's nice to be able to get some of the active people in the group too.
Sure.
So Dwayne, is the 2021 calendar, is it out now or is it coming soon?
It is already out. It had came out last Monday, and my Zazzle store had crashed somehow. But everything is back up and running, and the counter's out. The store is still messed up, so I'm still trying to talk to the Zazzle people about that. It's just been like a rough week, you know. Yeah, but the Canor is out. We have plenty of traffic, plenty of sales. I think we had like too much traffic. So
No such thing. No such thing.
Are you able to track any kind of repeat buyers? Can you tell people are buying they bought it last year and they're buying a new one?
Zazzle does not have that feature. No, there's no. A lot of my customers, they're actually from Facebook, so they'll send me like DMs and messages and stuff. So no, Zazzle's not that advanced. Yeah, I'm still working on that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How's your Q4 been going, Kim?
It's pretty good. It's the first, I mainly do FBA. I know you were talking about that earlier and how much work it is, isn't it? It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And it's the first Q4 in 3 years I haven't had any employees.
Oh, wow. So you got the whole warehouse and you're doing all of it?
Yep, it's kind of crazy.
Oh my gosh.
So-
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, but it's good. It's fun for the most part.
Did you ever put a merch shirt on Walmart?
What?
Did you ever put one of your shirts on Walmart?
No, I still haven't done the link it to a fulfillment, like a Printful or anything. I haven't done that.
Okay. Guys, if anybody's watching, if you sell merch on Walmart, let me know, because I keep meaning to talk about it on the show, and we keep never finding the right person to come talk about it. I haven't done it, but I know that's a whole nother opportunity.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and peace out.
All right, well,
get to some
Santa,
other
Hi,
things.
Santa.
it was so great to have you on.
Thanks in advance for the call.
All right, no problem, buddy. Appreciate you having me on. I wish y'all a windfall of sales in 2021 and lots of non-weirdness for next year.
I know. We're gonna have a better year. All right, bye, Michael.
Great to see you, Michael.
Bye.
Yeah.
Hey, and I gotta go too, but before I do, I just wanted to, if I may, shout out everybody in the universe, because last year at this time, I was recovering from getting that giant zipper put on my chest, and it was the heart surgery, and so many people, like especially people right on this call, I mean, like the Jacobs, you, Helen, I mean, so many people were so nice and kind to me. And so many people from Merch Money, and just it really meant a lot. It really got me through. The only thing I regret about the whole thing is at the end of last year, I sat there and took stock of my life and said, "Can't possibly get any worse." So sorry about that. My bad. I'm not going to say it this year, but I do wish everybody stay safe and healthy, and I hope your businesses all just do fantastic.
Thanks so much, Dave. And we're so happy for you that you've recovered well and all of that. And so happy that we could all help out.
You guys, I mean, again, it means so much to me. If anybody needs any help, it's like reach out. I mean, you got to keep paying it forward, right? So
Yep.
I owe a lot to people and a lot to the universe. I'm happy to help. So
I'm so happy that all of us can come together. People are asking about Christina, so I don't know if you know, Dave, but Christina recently was diagnosed with breast cancer.
Mm-hmm.
So she couldn't be on today because she's recovering from a surgery, but she's doing okay. She's hanging in there. So, but everybody keep her in your prayers and thoughts and all of that.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you. Merry Christmas. Happy Kringle, whatever you do. You do you and enjoy it, okay?
All right. Thanks so much, Dave.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.
See you, Dave. Good to see you.
We got a whole bunch of people waiting too. So I'm trying to think who we haven't had a chance to talk to yet. Jacob Topping, how are you doing?
Oh, good. Yeah, things are coming along. It's getting colder outside. Still doing the chocolate, which is interesting after a year.
Oh, wow. It's been a year already. Wow.
Yeah, I've been super busy on my contract. As you know, I'm on a 4-year contract right now, so that takes up a lot of time. I checked my stats for Merch by Amazon, and I've sold more this year than I did last year and the year before, but I hadn't increased the number of listings. So I thought that was kind of interesting. The total volume is high right now. All right, and I imagine everybody that's got any number of listings is feeling the extra sales this year. So it's been a good year on merch.
Yeah.
Redbubble continues to crank out. Other platforms, we put shirts. As you know, I like to put them in many places, and the more places that you've got a listing, the more opportunities people have to find your things and to buy them. So I'm still a big believer in that.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, let's go ahead and add all the people waiting. So we got Jay, we got RJ, we got D. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Yo, what's up?
So good to see everybody. You guys look great. I love the, yeah, was that a unicorn?
Found a unicorn.
I love it.
Jay, did you just make that?
No.
Okay.
I love it.
No, I didn't make it.
No, okay. What's up, D? What's up, Jay? What's going on?
So good to see everybody all in one place.
How's everybody doing? It was awesome to see Dave. It's too bad we didn't cross paths there on camera, but I was just thinking myself right before he said it. But great to see he's in a place miles farther where he was exactly a year ago now.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
It just goes to show how great this community is, that we all like root for each other, help each other when you're down, and recover, and then help the next person. And it's great.
Yeah.
Super true.
What's up, Alan? What's going on?
I'm seeing the comments. Hi, Teresa. It's Teresa's birthday today.
It is Teresa's birthday, and she is actually going to be on the show soon. So I'm very excited. She's going to make her appearance. So as soon as we have room, Teresa, we'll bring you right on. So, but how?
It's frozen.
Oh. But how have you been doing? How's your Q4 going, Dee?
Good. I mean, I'm part owner in that little setup that you see in Jay's background there. So we got our own DPG printer this year, which has been really exciting and interesting.
Wow.
It's been a little bit of a learning curve and a process, but we are cranking out orders this Q4. Actually, our spouses are printing for us. It's like for free labor.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's been really good. Other than that, it's just like this year's been a crazy year just because I don't obviously just do like merch stuff or like Etsy stuff. I do websites for people and I train people. And so I've picked up a lot of local training with like municipalities in my area and stuff like that to teach people how to do what we all do, right? So it's interesting. I've been incredibly busy.
Wow. It's amazing to see like all the different things everybody does. It's like most of the time we just talk about merch, but it's like almost everyone does all these other things. It's so neat. So how about you, RJ? You've just been crushing it with YouTube and with all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, everything's cranking good. Everything's looking amazing, and thankful for a lot of things. Like I was just, I get into my little zone sometimes. I'm just like, it's amazing time to be alive right now, and there's so much opportunity right now. It's amazing. It's go outside, beautiful skies. We're breathing. I think it's Steffi over there drinking the beer. Like I think it's the beer in the glass over there. That's awesome. What's up?
Nah, it's sparkling cider.
Oh, okay. You fooled me.
I don't
You
drink
fooled
beer.
me. But yeah, it's amazing.
That's that Martinelli's.
Okay.
That's that Christian beer.
What's going on, Chris? So no, I think it's amazing time right now. So we need to take advantage of this, right?
Yeah.
It's awesome. And Hella Bella, I've been seeing you on your YouTube content. Much love, and I want you to kick ass and keep doing what you're doing. And maybe we can get on an interview and we can do a little
thanks,
talk.
man. Yeah, I know. I've been seeing your comments, so thank you for coming to show some love.
You know it. That's what it's all about.
RJ.
I just started my Redbubble store because of you guys, because people kept talking about it, and I was like, I gotta start this. Like people keep talking about it.
Yeah, no, for sure. It pays the water bill and the electricity bill, so it's doing something over there, right?
Oh, all I ever hear is like stickers with Redbubble.
Yeah.
Stickers is the gateway drug to everything else on their site. They've been growing at 40% year over year, man. They move a lot of product.
Yep.
Bella, have you
Forget what I just saw.
Okay.
Go ahead, your turn.
I know. I'm like too many people. I can't say anything. Have you done TikTok yet, Bella? RJ does that, and I feel like you would be so good at it. I don't know if you do it or not, but
He's frozen.
frozen. Darn it.
She's got stuff. You stumped her.
Oh man, I think we probably have too many people. That's probably why. But
I think she was taking some notes, so I think she had some notes she was taking down.
I love that she's frozen in the taking the notes.
It's kind of flattering position. Imagine like all of a sudden you're making some sort of like.
Yep, that's always when it freezes.
No.
So, well, I think it's awesome you've been doing TikTok, and I really haven't, but that's one of my goals for this coming year. I just also wanted like my own channel. I don't do anything with. I've always just been doing Merch Money, but there's so many other things I'm interested in other than just print on demand. So I think in 2021 I'm gonna be doing my own channel as well, and all kinds of stuff. TikTok videos. I'll probably have all of you guys on to talk about other stuff like exercise or other lifestyle things.
Yeah, there's so much opportunity, and I think that that's the big thing for all of us, right? Like it's trying to figure out what you're doing next and to make the right time in your schedule to actually like do it consistently. I'm always like, oh, I'm going to do it. And I'm like, no, I'm not.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you guys remember, but at the beginning of the year, I was doing quotes from all the books that I was reading. So I think I'm going to do that again, but just not on Merch Money because I feel like it's not really that related to it. And I'll just do it on my own page. But
well, I think just like it has to make sense. So if you're making YouTube content, you're making content to help other people make money. A 1 minute TikTok video, you got to be kidding me. If it takes you 10 minutes to make a YouTube video, a 1 minute TikTok video to summarize everything that you just talked about in that YouTube content, it just makes sense to me. It's so much easy. You already have the content in front of you. Just do it.
There you go.
Yeah, but it was about to get taken out of America. So it was like, do you jump into it and put all that into it and try and grow a following, and then all of a sudden Trump come along and knock it out the park? Or, I'm looking at Twitch. I'm really thinking about Twitch because I think Twitch is going to start coming up. I mean, you look at this right here, right? We're all just chilling, talking. It's the same thing on Twitch. You could have a weekly show, a just chatting or something like that. You get someone like Juno on there, and he's just drawing, or Dwayne as well, any sort of designing tips and things like that. RJ, I mean, you crush it with, like merch research. How many of your videos is you just sitting there researching, be drinking a beer, doing merch research the whole time on Twitch, growing a following?
Yeah, so it's crazy that you said that because I've been taking the adventure into Twitch too because it's more of a hobby for me when I'm not doing the work and not messing with the team and stuff like that. Twitch, I've been doing Twitch. I've been video gaming, Call of Duty, right? And I've been crushing it over there, and I'm literally this far away from getting paid on Twitch, but I get like an average of 4 or 5 viewers on there. So, but I'm having fun though.
Wait, we got to add the birthday.
Well, that's good then.
Birthday girl, Teresa!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
On a show.
Can we sing her happy birthday? Are any of you guys good at singing? I don't want to sing. Happy birthday! Come on, you guys gotta sing.
Teresa.
I'm trying to get so much from my face is gonna get all red.
Oh, so happy to have you on the show. You've been part of Merch Money since the very beginning. So thank you so much for coming on today.
Oh, thank you. I wouldn't say the beginning, but I've been there since RJ's time, I think. April 2017.
But I mean,
are you doing anything special for your 35th birthday?
Oh, sweet.
Teresa,
it's just,
I think in all of our corners at one point or another, for sure, right? Like she's like
Absolutely.
she's
It's
number
like-
one.
My girl.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Teresa. Internet hug.
Internet hug.
That's that COVID hug.
When Teresa said it was her birthday, she was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be on the show, and I'm like, you gotta come on, we gotta sing happy birthday.
my daughter, she was home from drill. She came back from Fort Benning, so she stayed the night. We had breakfast and everything, so that was cool for me. But it was too cold with my campground girls for a campfire tonight. So it's just me and my doggy Levi, you know. And the camper.
Onesies and just like dealt with it.
Yeah, oh my God, I loved your video in the onesie. Oh my God, that was amazing.
No, I got so much crap about that from my family, but my friends got me, so you know. They thought I was crazy. I just went off the edge, you know.
Hey, everyone's a little crazy, by the way. Everyone's, if you're hey, like Dwayne, I can see your shirt. You're
I want to see Dwayne in a dinosaur. I want to see him in a dinosaur onesie.
Oh my God,
Oh,
awesome.
Yes.
Oh, no, I actually bought this from Walmart.
I thought you made it, man. I thought you made that one.
Oh no, not yet. Not yet. No.
So how's everybody's Q4 going? Good,
Great.
good? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's been a great year.
It's just such a great year, and it's so exciting because it makes me so happy that it keeps growing, because it's one of those things where it's like I believed it always would, but it's like you don't know until it actually happens. So a couple years ago I was like, yeah, there will be more countries and more products, and it's like it took a little longer than I thought, but I'm so glad that it's like finally where I thought that we would be going.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I don't know. Merch, I guess on that end, kind of exploded for me Q4, like numbers that, I don't know, 20-30% over last year, which I know is totally doable, but it still feels surreal at the same time.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the side hustle sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, all the curveballs thrown in 2021, I think we're all pretty fortunate to have kind of used POD in a way that, I mean, I've always thought of, printing shirts or doing POD with shirts and that sort of thing has been recession proof. But now, I mean, we've literally proved that it's basically pandemic proof too, right?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, we had that a little while where the factories were closed down, but for the most part, it really has been just a blessing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, above and beyond being able to meet everybody in the community the way we have, right? It seems like everybody's kind of rallying around everybody whenever there's a tough time or whatever. Like even Teresa, when her RV was stuck up on the road a year and a half ago.
Oh my gosh, yes. Thank you all so much. I was not expecting that. I'm like, yeah, I'll probably maybe get $100, but I was like, whoa, wait a minute, and then it got me out of a tight bind. I was in the parking lot at a rest stop on the weekend in this where nobody works on the weekends. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That was awesome. That everybody could come together and help.
Jay, what do you like with the other marketplaces now that we see the opportunity in the USA with sales? Well, I think there's a big opportunity when it comes to having 6 other different marketplaces added to the merch account now. And I think that's huge. And I think there's a big opportunity that a lot of us are not like, we need to talk about more, because it's like people are not doing it. Like they think you get a merch account, USA, upload to the US, right? And there's the UK and there's all these other marketplaces that we can be taking advantage of. And there's no reason why we shouldn't be making no less than $1,000 a month in those other marketplaces if we do it right now going into 2021.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the hardest part for me is, I guess, I'm not sure if I'm confident that most of my designs aren't going to be able to transcend those marketplaces properly, right? So I've always been a big fan of kind of designing for the niche or the market. And I think that while some niches can transcend marketplaces or countries, I don't know if in particular the actual designs themselves will resonate, right? So it's a whole new nut for me to crack, and I'm excited about it, but I also am in this weird area where I know what I'm doing is working currently. So do I just continue to build on that, or do I kind of just, shiny object syndrome and dive into all of it, or what? But,
Yeah, I think
it's exciting.
and it was one of those things where I kind of said, you do what makes sense for your time commitment, right? Like, as much as there's always opportunities, there's always opportunities. Like there's the opportunity of taking your catalog and putting it on Etsy, or putting it on Redbubble, or putting it on Society6, or any number of other marketplaces, right? And it's a matter of how much time you have in your personal schedule to actually really learn those marketplaces and really apply the right designs to those marketplaces so that you're actually uploading with purpose, that you're actually having success over there, right? So I feel like it's one of those things, like there's definitely opportunity. It's all around. It's just like you have to kind of pick what you want to do and then slam it consistently, right? Perseverance and consistency is what really makes that difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, right? Like with scheduling the time, because now with shared equipment that Dee was alluding to earlier, I've renovated this garage. I'm in a 2-car garage into an actual print shop. So it's now I'm hoping you can kind of see stock.
That's so cool.
Back there.
That's pretty cool, man.
The goal is to serve the community here with, so everybody knows, like if you're trying to do the business to business sort of thing with shirts or any kind of garments, screen printing, you got to order, a minimum quantity usually. And it's typically it ends up being too many pieces for a small business with 4, 5, 6 employees that maybe want a shirt or two each, that sort of thing. So enter print on demand and being able to actually have a home-based business, right? Like I always built my business up until a year ago about being able to do the digital nomad thing, right? Love traveling with my wife. As long as you got a laptop and internet, you can do anything from anywhere on the planet as long as you have internet. But then, we got a puppy just over a year ago and enter COVID. I mean, we're not going anywhere anytime soon. So we pivoted in a completely different way that I thought I would be heading a year ago this time. But you got to take advantage of what's given, right? Like, I think it's opportunity.
I gotta stop you right there because we got a lot of people waiting. Just stay right where you are. Hold that thought. We gotta say bye to Chris and Steffi, Dwayne, and Kim.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much for being here.
I just wanted to kind of go on there with what Jay was saying before we jump off. Was I'm going to be converting my Epson. I do photography, and I'm going to convert my Epson printer into sublimation printer. And one of the things so I'm a professional salesman by trade. That's what I do every day of the week. And I planned on doing marketing and branding for other people, small businesses, going out to help the small businesses. And then COVID hit and it completely shut it down, with January being a plan to open up an entire pet store with sublimation. And it's still going to go that way. It's just going to look a little bit different. But, I think one of the things that we always think about is it has to be so big. It has to be so grand. And I think what you just said is crucial. It's building from something small to keep going and keep going and keep going. Whereas I'm looking at, printing one object or even don't even need a mug press, but getting a wrap to throw it in a toaster oven and you're producing quality prints type thing. My biggest thing, and something my boss has always kind of put into me, is, are you losing margin? And where are you losing margin? And so that's kind of what we're looking to do into this year. so that we can sustain ourselves no matter where we're at, if we choose to go back east, if we choose to stay here, and grow in that. So I think it's kind of dope that you're doing that.
That's
awesome. That's awesome.
In that, I'll see y'all later. Thanks for having us.
It's so good to see you guys.
Let it Chris. Bye.
Bye. All right, bye, Dwayne.
So,
too.
hey, Helen. So pay attention to how this like pivot. Like you're gonna watch how Gary Vee on YouTube, how he went from having his like daily V and doing all this stuff to pivoting to where he's now like, making content for people to relate to now, like even more to a different level. And it's really cool to see that because he's actually pivoting because he had his digital marketing business and everyone going to work every single day.
Yeah.
Now he's taking what he's getting fed from YouTube, the algorithm, and making a pivot with that because there's always an opportunity when something happens. We just have to pay attention to it and not overlook it.
Absolutely.
It's always an opportunity.
That's the whole key, is that you have to be able to pivot. What I was 3.5 years ago, getting into merch is different than what I see myself now, because now I'm looking into like Jeff was his name, I'm trying to remember. Chris was sublimation. So even with my small space, I'm researching and doing and starting off with things, doing some more at home in the camper type of things, because I do miss having, I'm a crafty person and I miss being able to do that and just designing and being on the laptop and on demand. I kind of miss it a little bit, the creative part, with my actual hands. So I'm getting into that. My printer is back ordered like until February 8th, but I got everything else ready.
That's so cool that you're going to be doing that, Teresa. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's
I just want to say hi real quick to Fernando, Juna, and Joe. Welcome, guys.
Hey. Hey, what's up?
Thank you guys for being patient. I know you were waiting a while. It's been exciting having all these different people on.
Awesome. So cool.
And Juna, you've been doing awesome. I love all your posts and your group has grown so fast this
Yeah,
year.
I'm still having trying to get in, but she cannot get in at all.
Yeah, it's going to be a while. I'm sorry. We can only fit 9 people at once. I didn't think we could fit 9. I thought it was only going to be 6. So Michelle will be just a couple minutes and then we'll be able to get you on.
Well, thank you. It's been a great ride. 2020 has been awesome. 2021 is going to be even better, I think. So. Yeah.
I think so too. It just keeps getting better and better with print on demand and with e-commerce in general.
Yeah, it's been great. Love the ride.
Yeah. And how fortunate are we compared to other people in the country?
For sure.
With our type of work that we were already working at home.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have to go through some of these other difficulties that people are still experiencing. So that's something to be grateful for, no matter where we are at in our journey,
Yeah. And I think more and more people are buying online this year more than ever, and so that's what we're doing. We're selling online, so we're really fortunate.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I feel like I've been kind of preparing for a pandemic for the last 6-7 years of working from home, right? But, it kind of turns you into a hermit in a way too. But to Juna's point, I mean, I think 30% more people shopping online for the first time ever out of necessity, and then now they're doing it because they realize that
you're more comfortable with it.
Yeah, comfortable. And they also realize that a lot of people are working from home. They haven't actually lost their jobs, but they're not spending as much money as they were with the commute and the lunches and whatever else they're doing. And they realize the world isn't ending, and they still have a little bit of disposable income. And I mean, us tonight, we're the ones who get to reap that, right? Which is pretty awesome.
For sure. And
it's the difference in brick and mortars, right? Like this year, like hearing some of the ads that are on, I guess, Spotify or like other places, right? Where it's like places like, here in Canada, we have Winners and HomeSense, which they don't have websites. You can't shop them online, right? Because they're kind of like closeout stores. But it's funny because it's like they're trying to convince people to come into the store and everyone's like, nope, because you can buy that all the
radio ads, right? The offline shopping.
Yeah, offline shopping. And I'm like, nobody wants to do that.
being in lockdown too. Like people are like, you have to go on lockdown. I'm like, but I've been doing this already for like since I've been working from home. So that's since I started doing print on demand. I'm like, I've been on lockdown already. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but some people really haven't, RJ. Like honestly, I had a lady ask me today if she could come pick something up. So she's from Toronto, and Toronto is like a lockdown region right now.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Oh, can I just come to your region and pick this up?" And I was like, "No, girl. Sorry. That's what shipping's for."
But like also like a lot of like there's a lot of stuff, everything going on. There's a lot that we can go into more detail about this, but like but I'll just say like mental health and keeping like people staying away from each other and being mean to each other. That's a big thing. I'm seeing a lot of that, and I'm around a lot of people because I live in California, right? And I takes me like an extra 10 minutes to get to the gym because there's 30 cars backed up at the stoplight. So that's not like read like a certain article online and believe it, right? Like I see a lot of this stuff happening day to day on a day-to-day basis, and a lot of people are like go to the grocery store and they're mean to each other. I'm like, dude, like there's no reason for you to be mean. Show love. So
campers have been the social distancing people. They've been working on this for a while. They're kind of those type of people. Just saying.
Yeah.
Fernando's awfully quiet in the corner there, and Joe Clay hasn't said anything yet. What are you guys up to? What's going on?
What you got going on in the background there?
I'm proud to be part of the Brady Bunch,
I'm listening.
Fernando's waiting for Michelle to come on. We've got a couple people waiting to come on. So,
well, my dog is losing his mind downstairs because he hears me upstairs and my husband's outside. So I will hop off to make some room for the next person.
I will too.
We're going to give something away from us. So it was lovely seeing you all. I wish you all happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, all the things. Okay.
Thank you so much for coming on, Dee. It was so good to see you.
Yes, it was great seeing you. Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye. Me and Jay, you getting off too?
I will be shortly, momentarily, but Helen, if it's okay with you, we were thinking of giving away a 6-month membership to.
That'd be great. And let me just say hi to Michelle real quick. I was able to add you on, Michelle. Thanks for being patient.
I've been waiting.
I'm so sorry, Michelle. It's been so many people at once. So thank you for your patience.
So we're gonna do a 6-month membership giveaway to someone for Radio
that would
Show.
be great. Thank you, guys.
I'm not sure how you want to do that, Helen.
Do you want to ask a question, see if people can answer, or however you want to do it?
Pick a number 1 through 10. Jay, pick the number.
Okay, got it. I'll put it in the private chat here.
All right, guys. So guess the number, and in order to win a 6-month to pick to which one?
Ready, aim, scale.
Ready, aim, scale. Okay, perfect.
That is a good number, Jay.
I like that number.
What's up, Jacob? What's going on, brother?
Hey, RJ.
What's up, man?
I love your new setup, by the way. I've been following all your new equipment and stuff and the couch.
And guys, while we're waiting for the numbers, I just want to say, I know a few people, I think, gave up trying to come on. So Rich and maybe Patty and whoever else wasn't able to get on, you'll be able to in a few minutes if you want to try again. So I'm sorry.
I can get off if you have other people waiting.
No, it's okay. Nobody's waiting right this second, but I just, I see people in the chat that I had scheduled earlier, so I think they probably just weren't able to get on. But
I see the number in there. I just want to confirm that it's the first one I saw, but I think it was Chris Kretz.
Oh, perfect.
Number 4 was the number, so we'll just have to go back and confirm. But it's going. The chat's going way too fast for me to hold off.
Actually, 21 type 4, so yeah.
Thank you so much for doing that prize. It was so nice of you guys.
All good. Yeah, reach out to RJ or myself or both of us, and we'll get you set up. I'll say we'll start it probably January would make sense because we're up to here with Q4 and everything going on. So.
What's up, Joe? What's going on, man? Hi and bye. Michelle, hi and bye. Hi and bye.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, RJ. Thank you, Jay. So
All
good to
good,
see you.
everybody, for the rest of holiday season, Christmas, whatever you celebrate.
Yeah.
Peace and love, man.
Same to you guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.
All right, bye. So,
We got to. Yes.
yeah, Fernando, Michelle, how are you guys?
We are doing fabulous, right, Fernando? We're doing awesome. Just rocking it. Thank you. I know we were a little late coming on, but I promise I won't stay too long, and that way I'll let other people come in and be respectful of them. So that's awesome. But we are just doing awesome in the print on demand world. We love it. We have wonderful clients all around the world, and we're so grateful. I really am. What a year to have gratitude in our hearts, right? To be already in this business, not only making money online, but also making money at probably the best time ever is the opportunity to do it, because more people are buying online now than ever before in the history of online selling. So
yep.
How can we not be excited about that, right?
And guys, if you do not love Michelle's energy, I don't know what to tell you. She's so positive, so everything.
Yeah, we can be so on pepper sometimes.
Michelle was on our show a couple different times, so definitely check it out. Amazing content, all different topics, but especially KDP and
KDP.
And you would think like everything's always perfect for Michelle, but Michelle dealt with the fires this year in California and all kinds of different health things, different things, and still maintains this positive, like happy thing. So thank you so much, Michelle.
Thank you. Yeah, I just had my gallbladder taken out during Black Friday week. So yeah, it's just one thing. But yeah, we're still going. And isn't that why we do this business, really? That is why we do it. If I was evacuated 8 days because of the wildfires in Oregon where I live, and yeah, but we still go and we keep going. And that's why we do it. We do it just for that reason. So whether we're down or we're away, business keeps on going. And what other business can you ever do that will do that for you, really, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I have so much gratitude all the time.
Well, I love it. I want to learn from you and be like that, because there's always more than one way to look at any situation, and there's so much good going on right now. We got to focus on that.
Yeah. Well, I have a giveaway. So if you can go to my website and get some free printables. So I made some coloring pages because I sell coloring books every single day on KDP. So here's some coloring pages, and I made them up this last week. They're really fun. So just go on my website.
Oh, look at you all prepared.
/coloring, and you can just download them for free. There you go.
Perfect. And you can put it in the chat too if you want to, or in the Facebook group, whatever you want. But thank you for that giveaway. It's so nice.
Just one click, no strings. Just have some fun, print them for your kids or whatever, and enjoy that. And you're just doing so wonderful. Helen, you serve the community so much. And so I just want to kudos to you too for all that you do to support the community. You put a lot of time and effort in it. And that's just such, where we'd be if we didn't have people like you who were serving in such a heartfelt way to others.
Oh, thank you, Michelle. So nice of you. So, they're saying that we lost Joe. Joe's back. We got Joe. How you doing, Joe?
So, all right, guys.
I love your background.
I'm on my phone, so that's why.
At home alone.
Yeah. I was like festive. I should be festive. I tried to put some other stuff. And I was like, I'm gonna put on Home Alone, so be festive.
I love it. It's perfect.
My background is my dog over there. Moose is sleeping. Say hi, Moose.
Aww.
Come on, Moose. He's sleeping on the chair. There he goes. He's wagging his tail.
I highlight laugh cannons. Rich, you can still come on.
Lost Joe.
He's saying lost Joe, but Rich, you should come on so you could talk about your giveaway. Anyway, he missed his time, but I'm like, you can still come on. But yeah.
Fernando, you should tell him how you're just kicking it with the Etsy stuff. Oh my gosh, the whole printable world is exploding. He's just crushing it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Usually right now, you guys know me. I'm always full of energy, but it's been 20-hour days for like 2-3 weeks straight. I'm exhausted. It's like record sales all over the place. Me and my students, my people coaching my mastermind, everything are having amazing sales. It's one of those years that, I mean, we knew it was going to happen this way, right? Everybody was going to be buying more online. Of course, with more people sending online, more stress for the post office because they weren't ready for us. It's very stressful dealing with, pre and demand suppliers, dealing with shipping, dealing with handling, dealing with customers complaining 24/7 because they cannot get the merchandise on time. I have a person saying, your pro package has been in processing for 3 days, and I'm like, dude, your package is already about to be delivered, so because they are not updating trackings. I mean, you know what it is, but all over the page you keep hearing people saying record numbers. Everybody's killing it right now, and you are not killing it right now because you didn't put the work, because even if you didn't try, you are selling. It's crazy out there right now. And in this year we decided to get into also then selling the digital packages and the printables and stuff like that on Etsy as well. And that has been an amazing stream of opportunity for us. Me, Print on Demand, Michelle being KDP, we decided to get together and put something together for digitals, and we've been putting our brains. And my lord, it's amazing how much product people buy used to print at home without having to worry about delivery times. We're having to worry about if it's defective or not. It's just people purchase, people download, and boom, it's a sale. And feedback is in a couple of minutes later, because you don't have to wait for long processes. It is amazing how these work.
That's literally the easiest business model, I think, on the internet. I mean, on KDP, I got to upload a book and publish it. But my gosh, I mean, I don't think there's anything easier than making a file and selling it and letting someone else print the darn thing. I mean, how cool is that, right?
Yeah, it really is amazing, all the different opportunities.
Thank you, Christopher.
And Joe's saying he got cut off. Joe, if you want to try again, you're welcome to try again. I don't know what happened. And then welcome to Rich. Thank you for joining.
Hey, how's it going? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right.
So.
It's been an interesting year for sure.
Definitely. So.
Why, Jacob? You're the decoration of this live or something?
Who, me?
Is that a real person or just like a picture?
No, it's real. I'm real. I've had a crazy year.
Interrupting people and jumping and talking, and you're
full of energy on the inside. But I just want to listen and hear what's going on with you guys. I miss you, and I see you all the time. And I've been very quiet for like a year. I might be quiet for a little while longer, but I won't be gone forever for sure. I will be back.
How's it going, Jacob?
Hey, Rich. Thanks for the board game. It's shipped to our house. We got it.
Awesome.
Speaking of which, Rich, you want to tell people what that is? He's got an awesome. Oh, part of my shirt's falling. My ugly Christmas sweater is falling apart. Yeah, tell them about your board game.
Yeah, sure. All right, I have a game that I created called Laughacronyms. This is what it looks like. This will probably be a collector's edition pretty soon because I'm getting it repackaged just to be able to read it a little bit better on Amazon. But you make up funny new meanings for acronyms and initialisms and draw a little picture to match. It's a party game. Everybody loves it that plays it. It can be played family friendly or adult humor. And the cool part is you get to make up all the funny stuff. So I met Helen before, we talked about it. And
we met at, where was it? Econ Chicago? Is that where it was?
Yeah.
That's when I told you about Zennials. You're like, what's a Zennial?
Yeah, that's right.
Because I was hanging out with everybody that was Generation X, but then there was some millennials that I felt like I was too old. Like I'm right in between. I'm like an old millennial, but there's a Generation Zennial. Like you put the X in front of millennial. That's what I am.
And I'm sure there's still a market for that on T-shirts.
Yeah.
Is that Chewbacca in the background?
That is. He's got
cool. I love it.
Stuff on.
Huge.
Here's
My
Oh, I love that.
like
Oh,
you guys are
ugly
so
sweater.
cool. I love it.
I love it.
You know I love a flower.
Oh, nice Yoda.
Jay wants to know if your board game ships to Canada.
Not through
Yes.
Amazon, but on eBay, I can ship it.
Awesome.
So we can find it on Amazon?
You can purchase it on Amazon, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, for the US.
Sounds good.
Appears right now. And
Yeah, you can put the link if you want. And Christine's saying she's a Zennial. I don't know if I'm saying it right. It's like one of those words I always read, but I don't know how to say it. But yes, yeah, there's like a 6-year period where we're like, we have the attributes of Generation X and millennials. So that's me.
But I want to give away 3 copies. So if anybody puts in funny new meanings for LOL in the comments,
ooh,
everybody that does it, you'll be entered in for a free one, and we can pick 2 funny ones that win it too.
I love it. So
Yeah.
a Christmas party with an actual Christmas game.
There
This
you
is
go.
perfect. So guys, LOL, you just make a different meaning for it. So a word that starts with L, a word that starts with O, and a word that starts with L.
Like I did llamas on lewds. You could do something else.
There you go.
And where do you want me to put a link at? I didn't understand that earlier.
I got it. Well, you have to
Any
go
of the chats or the Facebook group or
you gotta go to
anything.
the group, and it's live.
Yeah, wherever you can type it.
Yeah, we're streaming right now on Facebook and on YouTube, so whichever one. And then I'm gonna add Patty while everybody's doing that. Actually, Patty, your camera is not connected right now. But Patty is another person that I don't think we've had her on the show yet, but she's one of the active members in the group. So we wanted to be able to have her on.
Before
So
you go,
Patty,
I'm gonna get going. I gotta get going. But thank you so much, Helen, for having us on. This has been great.
oh, thank you, Gina. It's so great to see you, and I hope you have a wonderful
Nice to see
Christmas.
everyone.
Good to see you, Gina.
Congratulations on a great year, you guys. It's been
Thank
awesome.
you. You too.
Helen.
All right. Bye, Teresa. Happy birthday. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Teresa. Bye.
Yeah, once this raffle is over, yeah, we're also gonna raffle one of our newest courses, the one we launched for Black Friday, the digital course. So
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
So once everybody's settled with the LOLs, yeah, we will. Just so you guys know what you guys are getting, that's the link. It's in the university, so you guys can see what it is, and we're going to be raffling one of those. It's actually $247. So
Wow.
Nice.
Thank you guys all for being so generous with the prizes. And Patty, try to have your mic and your phone, your camera, because it's just saying that your devices are not connected.
I think I actually entered it in the chat. I don't know.
Oh, she's saying it's just sitting. That's okay, Patty. We'll take your time. So I love all these acronyms you guys are coming up with.
Lots of liquor. That's a fun
Lots
one.
of liquor. That's
There
a
you
good
go.
one. I like that one.
that's a 2020 compatible one right there.
Yep. That's perfect. Oh, Mario's saying loads of listings. How you doing, Mario? I'm so glad you were able to make it.
Anybody put life online would be a good one too.
There you go.
Somebody should put that one in there. I just thought of it.
Mario's saying loads of listings. How you doing, Mario?
Oh, okay.
There
we go.
online would be a good one too.
Oh, somebody's got
Put that one in there. I just thought of it.
Somebody's got it streaming.
Oh, that was me.
Burnett?
Sorry. I think that was me. Sorry about that. It's all good. It's all good.
I could hardly hear you guys, so I was like, I didn't notice.
Yeah. So, Rich, are you gonna pick one?
How about I pick one, you guys pick one, and then I'll just do a random one out of everybody that's
Oh, you're doing 3. Wow.
Yeah, I'll do 3. Yeah. And anybody that doesn't win, this is how high tech I am too.
Oh,
20 merch
20%.
money gets you 20% off on Amazon.
Nice. Look at that. Aw, Mario did a nice comment. Love the show, festive. Yes, we are being as festive as we can. My crazy sweater, Christmas trees.
Yeah.
Oh, Patty, why don't you try to just log off altogether and then try again? And you can try from your phone too, because it doesn't have to be the computer.
All right, I'm gonna look through these, find a winner. If you guys want to do it, find a winner, you ladies.
Okay, you tell me which one, and then I'll pick one after that.
Okay.
Actually, I don't want to pick. I don't want to be the one picking because I feel like I'm too. I know everybody too much.
So while Rich is reviewing the list, did you already give away the
Oh yeah, here. Let me pick the names. So
We got 3.
Yes, I have 3. Jacob was very nice to do 3 of his book, Merch in the World of Print on Demand. The winners are Stephanie, Pia, I think, and I'll email you guys because these are from emails. Renee and Blissfine Design. So I'll email those 3. But thank you so much, Jacob.
Can I message you the code for that?
Yep, you can do that.
Okay, then you can get them straight to them. So I want to make sure they get them right away.
Perfect. Thank you, Jacob.
And they'll get unlimited free copies as they come out for next editions as well.
Perfect. And guys, if you don't know the book, Jacob's been on the show a couple different times, and he did a whole print-on-demand book. Talks about all the different platforms, marketing, everything. Oh, look at all these awesome comments. Amber saying awesome book. Michael Turner saying Merry Christmas, everyone. And thank you guys so much for the chat. I know I haven't been able to be too active in the chat because I was trying to make sure we got all these people on the show.
We kind of got to go because it's Michelle bedtime, and I'm about to crash as well.
Yeah.
But so how are we gonna do this, Michelle? How are we gonna raffle that? So
you guys want to just
you're always creative. I don't know.
pick a number or ask a question or anything?
Yeah, do a number. That'll be faster.
Okay.
Okay.
You want me to think of a number?
Yeah, think of a number, Helen.
All right, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 50.
I like it. 1 and 50. So put in a number between 1 and 50 for a free printable class on how to make digital files and sell them on Etsy, which is super cool because all you do is make the file, upload the file, and let them print it out. Whoever buys it, they print it out themselves and they do all the work. That's the awesome part about it. And so, yeah, that's the easiest business model I think there ever was.
Yeah, definitely. No risk of returns, no risk on anything because it's like once you download it, it's yours to keep. I mean, it's the easiest thing online right now. And we used to have a coupon for $70 for merch money people. So you coupon merch money, you guys want to get it. That's valid for the next 48 hours. And thank you so much for having us. I mean, we have been we have been live with you probably about 3-4 times this year already. So
I know you guys are awesome. I always love having you on the show.
So it's always fun. And as I say,
it's
I slept 4 hours yesterday, literally. I'm about to yeah.
Been a really, really great year, I just passed over 25,000 books sold finally. Not finally, but that's exciting. And and then this year I've twice the revenue, more than twice the revenue of last year. I mean, I'm just so blessed and grateful for everything, and we have the most amazing community members. The online community is so great. You all are so super great.
Yeah,
they really, really are.
This has been an incredible year. I mean, it's like I had promised myself that this year I wasn't going to do no merchant fulfilled. I was going to do only my Amazon FBA, my printables, my print on demand. And then I'm in the store and I find a product. Well, I have gone through 3 of these boxes of labels that has 200 labels each. And I have achieved about 600 packages from my home in the last week and a half. I'm exhausted. I was planning to do that. I wasn't ready. I mean, I had to go and buy boxes and all the supplies because I had decided that no more merchant fulfill for Fernando. Fernando's already doing so good that he doesn't have to worry about doing anything else and blah, 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 blah. And then he goes buying a store. He's tempted to scan something like, yeah, this is money. I got set this before I knew it was like 30 different products in my living room. My wife's about to kick me out of the house because it's all messy again. And it's like, what can you do? It was like 10 grand easy money. It's like, why not?
There you go.
It's the beauty of being at home. And and as Michelle was, she had to evacuate because of the fires. Her books kept on selling. She had, emergency surgery. Her books kept on selling. Her courses kept on selling. E-commerce is so good to us, because we can take our time off to deal with the personal matters. and the business keeps on going and keeps on producing. So why not add more products to the lines and start making more and more and more and more and more, you know? And the beautiful thing about digital products is that we already have everything we need. You probably have, you have 5,000, you have over 5,000 designs that are just accumulating digital dust. I have all these fonts, I have all these elements that I bought because, you know, I saw a package, I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna buy this, and I'm gonna buy that, and I'm gonna buy that. Before I realize I have a computer, you know, with I don't know how many terabytes of crap. And now with digital, I can just go and add them and add them and add them and make something nice and sell it. And I can say, you know what, I'm gonna get all these different designs that I never sold. I'm gonna make a combo out of them and say, here you go. You can buy you can get my 10 designs for this amount of money. You just print them and get them out. You know, so it's like I can recycle a lot of my products, get some money in without having really to invest more and more money on product because we have so many stuff that we can sell on digital that we don't even think about.
Yes.
Amazing.
I just picked up an 8 terabyte drive at Costco for $139 this weekend. It was my first trip out of the house in 20 days because I was home because of my gallbladder surgery. But I got to go to Costco. And one of my students a couple of weeks ago in our mastermind, she said that she was a digital hoarder, and I'm like, I think I'm one of those too. So the 8 terabyte drive is going to do me good. Oh, what's the number between 1 and 50, Jacob?
26.
Jacob's nagging us now to go get the number.
26 was the number. I never saw it come through, but there was some that were close. So 26 is the number.
So who's the closest?
I haven't seen any 26.
Mario's got 28, pretty close.
It's a 28 with
25.
That's 3. That's 3 off. That's 2 off. So that's the closest so far. 25 is Christopher Kretz, so he's the closest so far.
Yeah. All right. Give it to whoever that dude is.
Awesome.
Yeah, Christopher is the closest one. So yep, he
Well,
gets it.
congratulations, Christopher. Woo, woo, woo. Yay for you. And then I'm going to sign off. I'm not going to just hang out here and just listen because I could listen on Facebook and not take up a space here. And so I'm going to go because it's also my bedtime and I get up at 4:30 in the morning. So I got to go to sleep.
Thank you for staying on late.
Yes,
it was so good to see both of you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Same to me. I mean, to you, let me show and everybody. Thank you so much for having us. Christopher, message me. I'll give you access to the course. Just all you need is your email and your username that you want to use, and I'll give you access. Ellen, thank you so much for having me. Rich,
You're
I don't
welcome.
know you, but nice to meet you.
Good to see you, Fernando. See ya.
All right, bye, Fernando.
Bye, everybody.
All right, Rich, you got your favorite 3.
Did you pick the winners, Rich?
Yeah. Okay. Well, there were 2 that were very close to each other, and they jumped out to me, so I picked both of those. So it's Patty Hevley with Lush on Liquor.
Perfect.
And Karista Schwartz with Lots of Liquor. So
there you go.
Then looks like there were about 25 entries. So who wants to throw out a number between 1 and 25? There's 2 of you here.
Helen's got to do it. It's Helen's show.
Okay, I'm thinking of a number.
You got to tell the number to Rich.
Oh, well, we're saying it out loud. Okay.
Yeah.
The number I thought of was 8.
1 to 25. Out of 1 to 25.
8. Isn't that between 1 and 25? I'm so confused what you're asking me.
There, 25
the
people
number's 8.
put LOL meanings in there. So we're just doing a random number. One of them is going to win too.
I said a random number.
What did you say?
8. The number 8.
8. Okay. So I'll look for the 8th comment. If it was one of the people that already won, I'll go to the next person. But let's see.
Awesome.
Now you can watch me count. This will be very interesting.
Well, thank you guys for your prizes. Thank you too, Jacob.
Oh, thanks, Helen. Thanks for having me on the show. I really, people think that I'm very quiet right now because I'm not hosting and I'm not a guest. I am a guest, but I'm not just the one guest. So I'm really enjoying seeing everybody and listening to everyone, and also enjoying the comments and watching the people watch us is very fun too. But yeah, 2020 has been a crazy year for me. You know this stuff, but I've had some personal things happening this year, which has been taken a lot of time and really chaos. But things are going well right now, and really happy to be on and to be part of the show. So thanks.
Good. Well, thank you for coming on and being part of the show, and just always supporting us and the channel, and always being generous with your gifts and everything. So thank you.
Welcome.
All right. Looks like it's Amber Timmerman.
Amber, perfect.
With lots of loot fisk.
Awesome.
Don't know what that
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Way to go, Amber.
So I'll either message them, or if they message you, you know how to get in touch with them through Facebook or something like that, and then I'll get them their copies.
Perfect. Oops, sorry, phone. Let me name the last few people that won prizes that that they went on Facebook for. So we already said Jacob's winners. The ugly sweater winners, I didn't say it earlier. Laura Gee was on for a little while. She lives in the UK, and so she has to wake up early for work, and still was on at like 1 in the morning watching. So thank you, Laura. Laura, you're one of the winners of the ugly sweater contest. So is Janice, and so is Wendy. So all three of you will message. You're going to get either coaching with us or our webinars, whichever one you want. And then let's see. Ashley gave some great prizes. She did a website course, like how to build a website and an email list and all of that. Scotty won that. I'll message you. And then she also did a publishing boot camp course, so for helping with KDP. And that one, there was no name on the email, like it was so I'll email that person. And let's see if I'm missing anybody else. Oh, and then of our webinars, Kelly won one of the SEO webinars, and MerchPod was part of the email. They won an outsourcing video. So I'll message them separately. But thank you guys all for entering all of those giveaways. And thank you to everyone who donated prizes today and everyone that came on the show. Yeah, I think that's it. I think we'll probably wrap up here. Any last things that either one of you want to say?
Who's Merch Mastermind online? Who's making those comments?
Oh,
I just say thanks, Helen. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to everybody. Laugh a lot.
Yes.
Enjoy yourselves. That's it for me.
Thank you, Rich. Thank you for coming on. And Jacob, thank you too.
Why are we always the last ones? All right, Helen, thank you for having me on your show. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me personally, and I really appreciate seeing everyone here, and I enjoy watching the show regularly as well. So thanks for putting this together. Is there any more special guests coming in? Surprise people?
No, we were supposed to end at 10, and it's already 10:27. So we've gone way over, but I'm so happy that all of you guys. It was supposed to be 5-minute increments for everybody, but because we were able to have 9 at one time, it ended up being awesome because everybody could stay on for like 15 minutes. So it was good. So thank you guys all for watching. Thank you, Dina. Oh my gosh, Dina's still watching. Dina, it's like, let me guess what time it is there. 3, 2 in the morning. I don't know what time it is. She's in Belgium. So it's definitely late. I know that. Thank you, everybody. And I think that people were asking next time we need to have Kieran on. Is that your name? I think I saw you in the chat too. Kieran. Yeah. So yeah, your sales have been awesome. We definitely have to get you on the show at some point. And anybody else, guys, if you want to be on the show, message me, because sometimes I have to do the work of finding everybody. And it'd be so nice if you just ask to be on the show. Then it'll be so easy. So feel free to ask me as well. And then Merge Public School, you rock. Thanks for doing this. Thank you. That's nice. Yeah, it was really fun, right? Did you guys have fun? I love this format of like getting to talk to everybody at once. It was fun, right, Jacob?
Very fun. Helen, this is the best time I've had all week.
Oh, good.
It's been very fantastic. So I'm gonna head out. I'll let you wrap things up. Thank you again
Okay.
for putting everything together and keeping us all sane and keeping us all, moving in the right direction.
Oh, thank you, Jacob. All right. Well, you guys have a great Christmas, and tell your whole family that I say hi.
Absolutely. Well, thanks.
All right. Bye-bye. Oh, Kieran, awesome. I'm glad that you'd love to be on. All right. We'll have to talk afterwards and set that up. And Dina, we got to have you on the show too. Definitely get you on. Thank you guys so much. Thank you everyone in the chat. Thank you guys for watching this whole time, 2.5 hours. Can't believe it. And thank you, Christina. I know she was in the chat for a little while. And thank you, everyone. It's been another wonderful year. So we're getting close to 3 years now with Merch Money. I can't believe it. So, all right. Well, I'll go ahead and end it. Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you so much to all the guests that were on the show. And for anyone that we couldn't quite fit you on this time, we'll definitely do another one of these shows. Probably the next one will be in April for our 3-year anniversary. So we'll get you on then if we couldn't get you on today. So, all right. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.